Ever, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
What up, what up, what up? Shout out to everybody tuned in. I believe this is the first time, hopefully, we got this right. Hopefully, I figured out the kick conundrum with StreamYard. So hopefully, this is being shown on Kick as well. But welcome in. My name's Andre Harris, and this is 5-Star Pod Splash. Today, we are about to talk about the Forbidden Door, baby. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good episode, man. Thank you guys again for the support, for tuning in. And let me just make sure, you know what? I just now realized the Kick wasn't on, but now there we go. We got it. We are live on Kick for the first time. Thank you guys for tuning in to 5-Star Pod Splash. We got a lot to talk about today, man, because it is Forbidden Door today, AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And whoever is up in here, let me know if you could hear me for one, because I jumped in here without really checking my settings. So if you could hear me, let me know. Greatly appreciate everybody for the support. Thank you guys for tuning in. But yeah, today we are going to be talking about some pro wrestling, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Forbidden Door. Give me just a quick second. I'm going to play some music real quick. I just want to share my link in a few places real quick before we get started. So give me just a quick sec real quick, y'all. Let's see here. Just going to do a quick little send to a few of my groups I'm in on Discord, and then we're going to get this ball rolling. Man, I am so excited for Forbidden Door today. I am not going to hold you. AEW, man. WWE Pro Wrestling in general is just thriving right now, man. It's clicking. It's been the best it's been in a minute. You know, shout out to Tony Khan, because having that alternative in the States, it just makes everybody step their game up. And now I feel like WWE, they're on the top of their game, AEW on top of their game, New Japan starting to get back popping over in the US and whatnot. It's just a good time to be a pro wrestling fan. I know we lost a lot of people after the Attitude Era. Now is a good time to come back to the tribe, come back to pro wrestling if you went away, man, because it is as hot as it's been in a minute. We're going to get into all of that. We have a new AEW show, AEW Collision, we're going to go over, along with Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, and then our preview and predictions for Forbidden Door. If you guys have any comments, leave them in the chat and they will be read. And big shout out to everybody for the continued support. I can't stress that enough, man. With that said, we're going to get straight into things with, first, we're going to start off with AEW Collision. And man, I got some people I know are probably going to want to get up in here as well and give their thoughts on it. So I'm going to send a link to some of my friends real quick, see if they want to jump up on here. If you are tuning in from off of Kick, and even if you're not tuning in from Kick and have a Kick channel, go to kick.com/the whole effing show and hit that follow button. We are, I'm going to do the video games on Twitch, and I'll do like my podcast on Kick and YouTube. So this is being streamed both on YouTube and Kick at the moment. But we're going to start off with the debut of Collision. And man, let me tell you, Collision already, it's only been one episode, technically two now. We're going to review the second episode right before Forbidden Door. But I'm starting off with the first episode of Collision. This really felt head and shoulders different from AEW Dynamite. It felt like the A show. It felt like, man, like it feels like AEW now is competing with themselves as opposed to competing against WWE. I loved the presentation. It gave me that WCW feel from back in the day and everything. Man, it was it was just such a great show. But we're about to go over it from top to finish, starting with CM Punk. We get a CM Punk promo right out the gate, similar to the second episode of Rampage, where CM Punk came out. Wasn't as, I don't know, it's probably on the same level because that return wasn't too what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't too controversial. So CM Punk basically comes out. He doesn't really address, because of the NDAs, the Young Buck situation, the brawl with the Elite, but he has his ways of working around it. And man, he is just a master on the mic. This is the pro wrestling business till I'm gone. This is a business for adults. Man, he had so many great lines up in there. The counterfeit Buck line, the one bill Phil, because, you know, the rumor is that this new television was for like $1 billion or whatnot. So CM Punk basically like, look, man, you got y'all show, now I got my show. It was just a really good promo without, you know, crossing the line too much. He still had a few little lines that got people up in their feelings a little bit, but man, overall just a great promo to start off the show. The king is back indeed. CM Punk showing on the mic, bro, like he really, it's like it's a handful of people who could hang with him on that mic. His mic skills is god tier. But after that, we get our first match of the night, TNT title on the line. We got Wardlow taking on Luchasaurus, and man, I feel bad, bro, for the TNT title, man. It's like the 24/7 title. It gets passed around so much, man. I feel bad for it, bro. I'm just like, dang, man, they treating this title like a little, you know, like a $2 steak, man. But yeah, the match was good. The match was actually better than I wanted to give it credit for. But it was a really good matchup. It was the one match that did stand out, that did give me Dynamite vibes a little bit, but at the same time, it did enough to differentiate itself, and mainly due to Christian Cage. Christian Cage is just so good. I was going to say as a heel, but he's so good overall. He's good as a babyface as well, but he is just exceptionally good as a heel. One of the very best heels in AEW. And man, he is just rocking out, man. He's doing such a great job as a heel. If anybody is tuning in, let me know if y'all can hear me. Man, I see my boy. He got the Kill Bill Bruce Lee jacket. He pulling up for violence today, I see, man. Y'all already know, man. Smarks and Starks, man. Get your bars off podcast. The leader of the BC, the Real Bullet Club gang. Ari, the best bout machine. Starks in the building. Ari, what's good with you, bro?
Yo, that was the best intro I've ever heard in my life. Hopefully I get one like that at my funeral. But yo, what's good, man? Welcome to my boy Joint, man. 5-star pod splash. We in this joint gang activities. But yo, it is AEW weekend. I'm excited. I can't wait for Forbidden Door. Collision was dope. I'm not going to go crazy. Oh, 2 for 2, but there's been some really solid shows, man. It's really good. It's really dope. I like the energy. I love the energy right now, especially going into Forbidden Door.
I wanted to start off with the debut episode of Collision. I got the lineups for Dynamite, Rampage, and then the following Collision before we get to Forbidden Door. But sticking with the debut episode, what did you think of Wardlow versus Luchasaurus?
I was surprised. Totally surprised, bro. Because you see, it just looked like Wardlow was these are all stepping stone matches for him, you know? But when they finally did what we all kind of wanted in a nutshell, was to see Luchasaurus get some real success in AEW, we got that. Now, the way they're going about it, really, I like the story. I ain't gonna lie, because this is going to lead to Luchasaurus really getting a good feud in, you know, and it hopefully might spin the block on Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus getting back together. You know what I'm saying? I like what they're doing right now. This is a good challenge for Wardlow to kind of give him an obstacle other than just destroying everything in front of him. So I like what I'm seeing right now with him and Christian and the match in general. The match in general was solid. It's what I expected from two versatile big guys. You know, they want to show more to their style other than just clotheslines and suplexes and shit.
Bro, I did not want to like this match coming into it, but I genuinely ended up liking the match, which says something. When you go in with a negative outlook already, it's like you
Yeah,
waiting for something to like pick apart, complain
yeah,
or dismiss it. And they didn't give me nothing to do that. They gave me the opposite. I had to concede it was a good match by the end of it. So like salute to them because they were going in at an uphill battle. I
for
think a lot of
real
that
though, son.
is due to how the TNT title been presented as like just been constant,
Hmm.
like being passed around. No one's really got to have like a really solid run with it for a minute now, you know?
Other than like the first 2 years of it being made, but that's really because that's how Cody moved. Like anybody who had that title, they were going to get a real run with it. Darby got a nice run with it. I mean,
Brody
what I'm
had a
saying?
nice
God rest his, yeah, I'm saying God rest his soul. Brody had a nice run. Cody's initial run, like they were all solid. Like they did what they were supposed to do. They built stories out of it. All of that wasn't just exhibition matches, damn near.
That's something they did do a good job with on the show. Like it really did like establish like there was like little stories that were being built. You could see um I didn't think Wardlow was gonna lose to Luchasaurus. That's probably what I liked the most about it, bro. Like I don't think anybody saw that coming, bro. Like I
Not
don't.
at all.
Yeah, that was a goodie right there, bro. Moving along
Christian
though,
did. Christian cracked that dude with the camera though.
bro. The way he
Cracked
was
him.
holding the title and everything, like he won the match, bro. Like did Luchasaurus even hold the title?
He didn't.
Yo,
It
man,
was
yeah,
perfect.
he's good, bro. Christian is just good, man. Powerhouse Hobbs had a little backstage segment with QT Marshall announcing the Owen Hart tournament. Nothing really crazy there, man. I really wish we could get Powerhouse away from QT, man. QT is one of those people. I don't know, just for me. I don't know if you feel the same way, but for me, QT is like that, like turn the channel, like Disco Inferno for me back in the day. Like I see him and I
I
need to.
personally do like the QTV situation. Just for QT in general, I think it's a pretty interesting and funny segment when they go to it. Like the TMZ shit, whoopie whoop. Like when you see the TMZ show, how they be in the office and all of that stuff. You're supposed to be like the dude Harry. Long story short, I think it's solid, but Hobbs does not fit that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He's just kind of just there, being strong and mean, while everybody else is kind of being comic relief for the show. Whereas like what is TMZ supposed to help or QTV supposed to do to help with the Book of Hobbs? You know what I'm saying? Like QTV and Book of Hobbs, those two stories just don't intertwine for me. I don't see where it could possibly go unless like what Matt Stone or Robert Stone is to Von Wagner, and I'm not comparing Hobbs to Von Wagner, even though they do have similarities. But what he is to Von Wagner is what I feel QT is to Hobbs right now, where he's just kind of like, yo, this dude doesn't really have a lot of personality. He's not really a great talker. I don't want to say he doesn't have personality. He's probably a cool ass dude to hang with. Who knows? But he's not really as entertaining outside of his wrestling on TV. QT could be able to do that to bring more charisma to his side of things. But is it really doing too much? No. Once he lost the title, all of that shit kind of like fell to the wayside for me. Like I don't see the point of giving him the title, linking him up with QT just for him to lose the title. Now, if he gets something out of this tournament, then that'll be cool. But I feel like it's just a consolation prize, damn near, because you lost your title.
I don't know what they're
Who,
gonna do with Owen
who
Hart,
gives a
man.
fuck? Like, yeah, I don't want that. I
I
don't
do
want
like
that
I
shit.
do like these little like segments backstage. It just felt different from the backstage segments on Dynamite. I don't know, maybe because they didn't get attacked from behind. There'd be a lot of backstage fights on Dynamite for the most part, bro.
Not for real.
Only people who don't get attacked backstage is the Blackpool Combat Club. They'll attack
Because
somebody.
nobody knows where they at.
Nobody run up on them though.
So nobody know where they at.
We had a Scorpio Sky video package, and I'm liking the slow rollout for Scorpio Sky. Like, what I'm saying, remind everybody who he is, what he's done, and what I'm saying, get people hype for him again.
Yo, that would be crazy. He'd be the guy to take Cassidy title.
Ooh, I
That
didn't
would that
think
would that would
that.
be
Wow.
valid.
I didn't
Given
even
like the
think that.
TV time
Ooh.
he needs,
Mm.
now given I don't want nobody to recreate the story that Orange Cassidy did. I think that should be exclusive to him, with him just having so many matches that his body couldn't handle it, you know. But I think we should continue to see like continuous matches of that title. And I think you just add in Scorpio Sky into that, we'd be able to see him wrestle every other week damn near. Sign me up.
That's a good one, but damn, you know what though? I was thinking, I'm like, man, I think we need someone who's like not from America to be the international champion. You know, it's kind of like the Owen Hart tournament with no Canadians. You got like all these Canadians on your roster. Like, come
Who is
on,
the
you
who
know.
is
But
the who is the longest? Who are the two most reigns of the IC title, sir?
mm, Chris Jericho,
Intercontinental. Chris
Chris
Jericho
Jericho,
and
and who got
and
that?
Miz.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
believe
most
it's
most title
yeah, most
reigns.
title win.
Most
Yeah,
title reigns. Yeah, Miz and Chris Jericho. Yeah.
those gentlemen are from the Americas.
Chris Jericho. Well, Chris Jericho technically was born in New York, so yeah.
Facts. Facts. But yeah, man, I just think it's I mean I think it's more so for international challengers than the champion per se. But I mean, he could be both though. I ain't tripping. But I definitely need to see something moving with Scorpio Sky when he comes back. Like it should be nothing but up.
Next up, we had Tony Nese come out there with Smart Mark Sterling. They cut like your very generic heel, everybody's fat out of shape, pushing the thing down to do. I know you hate Tony Nese, but I be trying to pull out the good in Tony Nese. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give him this. He's at least, you could see he's at least trying. You can really
Yeah,
see
because you don't want to lose your job.
that character. You know what I'm saying? To be something more. And you know it's funny though, because I remember he used to be like, dog, he's just got an 8-pack and he's like a personal trainer, bro.
That's literally, bro. He's literally a personal trainer that talks too much.
Yeah, that's literally what he ran with too. It's like you had your commentary. I wasn't too bad with it, man. Miro coming out though, man. Miro's just a dog, bruh. Like that. I don't want to say that should be the international champion, but bruh, Miro, when you look at him on that roster, it's like very few people you could look at and be like, why isn't he the champion? Like, who could legitimately beat him if you just like off appearance? Brody King, maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
it's a few. It's only a
they
few.
look like the freaking beast of the whole damn company, and they have in the mid card division. Like,
But also, given his recent promo on the recent episode of Collision, who knows if he even needs titles right now?
He doesn't. But man, he is over. He's always had a great ability to connect with the fans too, bro. And
the people missed him.
But even when he was, and without doing like a lot of the like modern style stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be doing some death-defying shit to get the fans to rock with him nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But he's like a throwback kind of in a sense to like the strong character. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's like he's literally like what's my man name? Rest in peace. What Iron Sheik was back in the day. A super strong dude. Just a different style of wrestling compared to what the other guys do, more submissions and different style submissions, you know, they train differently, you know. I always felt like that they would try to bring, like Rusev coming in was supposed to be like another generation's Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I could see that.
Especially given the USA.
Man, I mean, yeah.
USA and Russia will never be friends. So
fact. Shit.
So it's always an easy heel tactic to go with.
Yeah,
but no, I'm happy he came back. He smoked Tony Nese up crazy. That little Bulgarian kick is just death-defying, bro. Like, dude, he could like break somebody's neck with that joint, bro. He cooked Tony Nese, man. I'm surprised he didn't do the lean back with the camel clutch, bro. Because when he do that, that's when you know it's over. Like I don't think he's a heel. I don't know. I don't know what he is, to be honest with you, but seems like he's not being as aggressive with the finisher. So seems like he might be lightening up on people.
Oh yeah, or maybe it depend on who he in there with. Some people he'll take it easy.
Yeah, Tony Nese, you got a family, brother.
It's an old
If you do.
NXT right there. You know what I'm saying? So you might have been like, all right, bro, I know you from NXT. I'm gonna let you rock. We got a video package. That was the next thing on the thing, just to you know what I'm saying, hype up the main event or whatnot. So not too much to really go. But the next thing was Tony Storm and Ruby Soho taking on Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale.
Beautiful.
Sky Blue's ass broke the internet with this one, man. We've seen the pictures all on social media. Shout out to the creeps out there, man. Creep Nation. Nah, I'm fucking
yeah.
Nah. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those people. You know, it's funny, man. I remember like at one of those events recently in WWE, they took the person's no, they kicked him out because he was recording one of the females' ass. I think it was Rhea Ripley or Alexa Bliss or somebody, but they got caught creeping and they got kicked out of the arena over in WWE, bro.
Security was looking at that nigga phone behind him and shit.
You ain't grabbing my nigga. When I'm recording on my phone, man, I paid. I'm allowed to record, sir. I'm allowed to record.
Yeah.
But speaking
That's crazy.
Speaking of sir, all hail the motherfucking Kang. We was Kangs, ladies and gentlemen. He is the originator of GM Mode Wars. He is the captain, the general, the presidente of OE Wrestling. Sir motherfucking Frost in the building.
Yo, I wanted to come on here mad hype, but that was a fire intro.
He gave me an amazing intro also. Have you been watching Sway in the morning or something?
It's kind of messed up. I had a certain energy I wanted to add all wild. You just shut that down.
Like now I just want to give you a hug. Facts.
Like, yo, my brother.
I got 7 lessons about 8, 38s, 9, 9, 10s, Mac 10s, my shit never my riches.
Yeah.
And 357
when
bitches.
Dre visit the East Coast, it's going to be ridiculous. He's going to let
insanity.
I shot
pure insanity.
Bread in the lamb spread. We got Brooklyn in the motherfucking building. You ain't gotta ask where Brooklyn at.
Wow, that was crazy. Brooklyn pandering.
Building. You already know the notorious J-O-E up in the building. Jealous one still in.
He spelled his name. Oh my god. Yo, this man is on fire.
Hold on, Foremost. Where's my name at? Where's my display name?
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Where's my display name at?
I know this is not my show, but Dre, don't do it. Oh, God, you did it. I told you to leave it alone.
What is up with all this Kenny hate, man? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Your boy about to lose a nigga that can't read tonight. I just want you to know that.
Yo, hello.
Yo, imagine if he made his own title plates. Imagine if he made his own title plates. That joint, you remember on Pokemon? Y'all remember on Pokemon when the unknown characters came out and you just had all the letters just like spelling out, you know what is spelled?
It's gonna be like cursive, but in print at the same time. It's like half the letters in cursive.
I'm gonna let Drake.
So it's like when people from New Orleans talk.
It's good to see you, Joe. It is
good to see y'all too, my brothers. Good to see all y'all.
This is the first time I don't have to tell you to relax. Turn your mic up.
Yo. On a scale of 1 to 10,
he can't read.
Blue,
turn your mic up.
We on Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale versus Tony Storm and Ruby Soho. We saw the pics. We saw the ass pics, bro. What we grading Sky Blue ass, bro? Does it get an up or does it get a mid? Does it get a down? What we doing?
It gets an up. It gets an up.
Hold on, what are we talking
For
about?
a white woman.
Are we talking about match wise? What are we talking about?
I'm talking about.
We talking about her yammeries.
You know he on his Kirby Sage mode. You know what he's talking about.
Crazy. She's up there.
You know what? And
I'll take
in
that.
honor of Simon and what culture, it gets the golden up for me. You know what I'm saying? It gets
You said the golden. The golden.
It might have to be a mid though, because
Nah, Dre, you gotta keep it home base. She gets 5 Pyro flags.
it might have to be. I might have to be a mid though, because she fucked with a nigga from United Empire. Like, why would you sell yourself short like that?
Here we go.
Why would you sell yourself short like that? Like,
Darius, hold up. Now we got to talk to which one was it? Dante Martin? Dante's the older one. Dante, bro.
They both injured prone. I'm gonna be like the injured prone one.
They go black. They ain't supposed to go back. What are you, bro? You must be mixed, bro.
yeah. I'll leave it alone.
I'll need that back. Let me back in like 20 minutes. I'll be back.
How you say a bar against yourself?
Nigga, that don't count. I ain't know I was mixed.
I ain't know I was mixed. I'm dead.
Crazy.
Insanity.
I plead the fifth. God damn it. Why you do me like that?
God. Yo, I didn't
Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that?
Because I didn't know.
Right, yo, as far as the match, how y'all feel about the match though? The tag match.
I thought it was good. I like to see that Sky Blues get a lot of more burn. They just show him more Willow, especially with the title, building up to her, Tony.
Big Willow
building up to her and Tony for Forbidden Door. I like the match, man. Sky Blue has been taking her opportunities and really knocking it out the park. So shout out to her.
I swear, it seemed like whoever show they asked the most on AEW gets booked the most, bro.
Gets the push.
Before Sky, it was what was her name?
Why ain't gonna do it? Sky Blue. Sky Blue did get
Ty Mello, whatever.
Ty Conti, whatever.
Yeah, she used to have her cheeks out all the time, and she was getting
with her run with
every show, bro. She was getting booked more than Sammy. I was like,
that's a bar. That's a fact.
So,
that's a bar.
Tony on his creep pervy sage mode. You know what I'm saying? From the school of the
ain't he doing no live television again? He trying to be PG Vince.
Shout out to their cameramen too, because in AEW, WWE, they shy away. When you get an ass shot on the screen, they hurry up and switch that ass shot.
That's why I said
AEW, they
Vince go the extreme. Tony Khan, I'm just gonna show y'all the teeth.
They stay with it. And to the AEW fans, bro, I don't know, but that's usually when they have the drop off in the ratings. It's almost like that the typical AEW fan don't like the women. What the fuck's going on, y'all? Y'all don't like the women?
I don't know. They only like them from their computer. They only like them live when they're on the computer.
Don't make no sense to me. But hey, the women division definitely been getting better in AEW. And man, since I got so much more to do, I just want to definitely run through these. We got Ricky Starks announces the Owen Hart tournament participation. So we got 2 people announced so far. This is still the debut episode we're talking about with him being in the Owen Hart, him and Powerhouse Top. So we got 2 brothers. We got 2 brothers in the Owen Hart. So I like to see that. I would like to see some Canadians up in there, but man, it's cool to see the brothers up in there because man, growing up, I was a huge Owen Hart fan, bro. That was actually like the first person. That was like the first death that I actually like.
Absolutely.
Witnessed, you know what I'm saying?
I remember going to school the next
shit really fucked me up.
What?
That shit hit like a family member dying, bro. Because that was literally.
You ain't lying. Well, you know that for me.
Yeah, one of my favorite wrestler. That's how I became a Bret Hart. I was a Bret Hart fan, but he wasn't my favorite at the time. It was his rivalry with Owen that made me turn into a Bret Hart stan, like heavy, bro. But man. Moving along, we got a Jeff Jarrett promo hyping up Dynamite match with Mark Briscoe. And Jeff Jarrett, man, this guy, bro, like
This
It's
is his top 3 best years in
I need
professional
Jeff
wrestling.
Jarrett to do an Ancestry.com. He might have like 0.2% black in him or something because white people don't age like that. I'm sorry,
I'm
bruh.
telling
A
you,
lot
I'm
of white
telling you.
people, and y'all don't even get on me. I'm a quarter Italian, unfortunately. But I'm a quarter Italian. So I could say this white stuff. Freaking white people usually don't age like that. They don't usually age well. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They don't age like black people do, bruh. Like you could see they age, bruh. And freaking Jeff Jarrett, I don't know how old he is, but he looked like he's in his late 40s.
He do feel like he's like, I'm not gonna I agree. Low key, Jeff Jarrett is doing some Morgan Freeman, as in you just been this age forever. Like you're not gonna get any older, any younger. You're just gonna be this age forever. The most you're gonna do is grow hair.
Yeah, at some point he just stopped. I do remember him not young, but I remember I was like a middle-aged adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I do remember middle age, but bro, legit at a certain point in WCW, what like literally TNA, every single era after that, he has looked like Jeff Jarrett, like literally to the T. Hair got longer. There you go.
The Acclaim came out next. They had a little promo with Tony Schiavone. Just basically, the Acclaim means every Wednesday, every weekend now.
That was the first for me.
No. That's next week. That's next week. This will be on the debut. They did the 4-man scissor, whatever. That's a little cheap promo. You know what I'm saying? Just we trying to get back to the 3-man titles and whatnot. Little pandering to the audience, and it was cool too because they kind of lost a little bit of steam. So like to go back to a venue where they're gonna get a good reaction, kind of rebuilt they popularity and whatnot. It was a smart move, man. I did like the people that everybody on this first episode got a nice amount of time to shine. It wasn't too many people, so it felt like everybody got highlighted and everybody's stock rose, if not a little, a lot.
Yeah, Collision
which leads to the main event, bruh. I watched this main event 4 times, bruh, and I'm probably gonna watch it again later if there's enough time, bro. This was like one of my favorite main events, if not my favorite main event on free TV of the year, bruh. Oh my god, I'm bugging. I skipped over like some people could argue the best match of the night. It wasn't for me.
Talking about my guy, and I need to trade him back.
Versus Buddy.
I need my guy back.
I almost forgot about this match on the fire, bro.
Because him and Brody King was fire. So yeah,
bruh. This
back.
match was so good. It did something I haven't been fooled in a wrestling match in a long time. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, I didn't think that person was gonna win. I mean, I was legitimately fooled, bro. I thought that they both were legitimately injured. The match wasn't gonna be able to go off. I was like, damn, this is terrible. This is a bad match. They both look like they about to fucking fall over and shit, And then I watched it back the second time, like, oh, they worked the shit out of me, bruh. I believed it. Hats off to both of them, bruh. This was the best, even in a loss, this was the best that Buddy Matthews got to look and show what he could do in the longest. And this was the proper way Andrade was supposed to be presented from the beginning. From the beginning, this got Andrade fact. This was a great showcase for both they stock. Definitely went up with this one. I do like the little bit of the tease too with the, because it could go
girls. I like that.
It could go multiple ways. That was fire, dude. That's a good observation right there. That was a good observation. The selling was great, bro. Again, bro,
great, and I traded you both of them. We ain't gonna talk about that.
The crowd too, man. When the crowd is on fire, it just adds to it. Don't matter what the segment or match is, it just amplifies it, bro. The crowd was there for this shit from beginning to end. Got the standing ovation, which it rightfully deserved, bro. That match was super fire. I hear more people saying that was the match of the night than my personal favorite, to be honest. I heard a lot of people saying
respectfully, well, I'm not trying to be biased because I know Almas my guy, but that match was fire. And like I said, the little storytelling, I like that too. That was really dope to me. I really was a fan of that.
Yeah, I like those things. It's like, man, we could build to a 3-on-3 with the Los Ignorables and them, or you could go ahead and do like or you can have Buddy Matthews end up joining Andrade and take on, you know what I'm saying? Or you got the one-on-one matchups, which we've seen two now, and they both were fire. So it's just like, bruh, they're doing great work with Andrade right now. Everybody on the show, this was such a complete episode, bruh. Like that first episode, I ain't gonna front. Episode 2 did not hit like episode 1, but man, hats off. Main event, this was personally my favorite for some reasons I'm going to get into, but I could definitely see people's argument for Andrade and Buddy Matthews, and more people got Andrade and Buddy Matthews, to be fair. But for me personally, the main event, CM Punk and FTR versus Samoa Joe, Bullet Club Gold, man, this was
dope to see.
I love this match so much, bro. I love this matchup for so many reasons, bro. I'm gonna let you start it off, bro. What's your thoughts on this matchup, bro?
No, it was good to me, and like I said, I was a big fan of seeing CM Punk and Samoa Joe in the ring, like this many years, and y'all like main eventing. That's fire. That was dope. Good match, good storytelling.
Bruh, with wrestling too, man, there's so many wrestlers that pass away at such early ages and stuff. To see two wrestlers still wrestling 20 years later, bruh, and when I think of Ring of Honor, bruh, those are the first two names. That's like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, and then you got like freaking Bryan Danielson right there as like the number 3, and then 4 you could pit the Briscoes or like Nigel McGuinness or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Chris Daniels or something like that, you know? But freaking damn, bro, this was such a fun matchup. What made this, there's too many things, bro. Freaking Juice Robinson. I'm gonna start with Juice, bro. Juice Robinson stock went up so high in this matchup, bro. You up in there, and it was such a dope thing to see Juice Robinson in the main event on a first ever Collision and whatnot. Just because, man, to pin perspective for people, bro. Juice Robinson was in NXT. He was in the very first NXT class, bro. He was Roman Reigns' very first match in WWE. Look where Roman Reigns is now. He was Kevin Owens' first match when Kevin Owens got to NXT. Look at where Kevin Owens. Two people who are multiple time WrestleMania main eventers. Multiple time WrestleMania main eventers. This guy been there longer than both of them. It's like when you're working at a job, and I've had this happen, where you've been there and you know you've been busting your ass, and then someone just come up in there and they get promoted over you and then over you again, and you just sit there like, what the fuck's going on? How come I didn't get no promotions? So then you get fired on top of that. So you just see these people.
Man, you must work at WWE.
You get sent to New Japan. You really from the mud, bro. He had to work his way up and reestablish, rebuild for him to get that spot and for him to get the recognition that he's been getting coming out of it and whatnot. He got the biggest boost because he was down the lowest. You know what I'm saying? So he got the biggest boost. He's looking like damn near equal to Jay White almost. You know what I'm saying? Just from everything that's been going on, and it's benefited him that he got to AEW a good month or two before Jay White in order to do that. Because if they came in at the same time, I don't think it would be as close as it is now. You know what I'm saying? But we know Jay White's the guy, but he's been getting a lot of equal footing damn near to where it's almost feeling like
there's tag team.
Yeah, like a tag team almost, you know? Jay White, it was dope to see him up in there. Just for him, it just elevates him just a little bit. You're in there with CM Punk and Samoa Joe, so it's a good look for him. FTR, they was already like in a nice spot, but again, anyone who's sharing the ring with CM Punk and Samoa Joe, it's just a good look, bro.
In the main event, debut of a show.
I'm gonna save a part for later, but man, Samoa Joe, CM Punk, they get up in there, and this is the beauty of the AEW. They're such a smart. They're the hardcore wrestling fans. So they already knew the significance of CM Punk and Samoa Joe up in there. People lost their minds before they even locked up or anything.
Just the idea of it.
and seeing that reaction and whatnot, if I'm being real, I'd rather see CM Punk versus Samoa Joe at Wembley than anything else, bro. That literally seeing that right there, I feel like that's the top 3, if not the top 5 matches you can make in AEW history at this point with who you got on your roster. CM Punk versus Bryan Danielson, CM Punk versus Samoa Joe, CM Punk versus Kenny Omega, FTR and CM Punk versus the Elite, and then maybe CM Punk and MJF. That's crazy. Damn near every mega match involves CM Punk. Damn near. Because we've already seen Dan Bryanson versus damn near everybody. We already seen him versus Omega. We've already seen him versus pretty much everybody on the AEW roster. We haven't seen Punk with a lot of these people, and they'd be big deals. Man, Dax Harwood and Jay White were fucking each other up with those chops, bro. That shit was hilarious to me, bro. Jay White was going ham and talking shit while he was doing it, and then Dax finally was like, "All right, motherfucker." Yo, he got him in that corner, and he went tap tap tap. Yo, he lit him up so bad. Hey, Jay White was trying to avoid him the rest of the match.
Like, I'm good. We done.
Hey, but there was one point in the matchup where he did a quick tag in, lit Dax up, and then tagged right back out. Like, oh, I was like, yeah, this dude, he's petty, dog. It was such a funny ass matchup, bro. It was. Remind me of Walter, bro. It was a Walter matchup, and it just shows, bro. Like, I'll take, as much as I do love like the flips and stuff, I'd rather a Walter style matchup. That's like my favorite.
I'm sorry, that is my favorite. I tell people all the time, my favorite type of wrestling is strong style. That's my favorite style of wrestling.
That hurt.
Yeah, like I'm, especially us being a hardcore fan level. Like when you're new to the game, I do understand people liking the flips and all the acrobatics. It makes sense. That's why this the star attraction. But when you're a hardcore fan, like I want something to make me get caught up in the moment to like really slip in that fan slide. Like when I saw Walter and Pete Dunne or Walter and Dragunov, you'll get caught up. Like, yo, they all right? Like, is this scripted? Like, they really chopping. Like, I like matches like that. Shinsuke and New Japan, like,
bruh, I like matches like that. I remember the first time I went to a wrestling show. It was me. It wasn't my first time. It was probably my second time. Because the first time I went was when Chris Jericho won the Undisputed title. And I know it wasn't when my cousin was happening. I know it wasn't when that happened. I was so pissed off at that bullshit, bro. But fucking the second time I went with my brother, and he would always, not always, but he liked to from time to time be like, "Oh, wrestling fake, da 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 da." You know what I'm saying? I remember we went there and JBL chopped the shit out of him, motherfucking bro. We were like 8-9 rows from the front, and that shit echoed through the whole thing. My brother's like, "Yeah, that shit real, bro. I don't give a fuck."
Look out for We Wrestling. I'm gonna start. Yo, see, I'm gonna tune in. That's why I gotta tune in to 5-Star Pod. Let's bring these good conversations to 5-Star Pod. I want to talk about that on We Wrestling now. Let's talk about the heavy hitters. That's a good episode because we got JBL, Chris Benoit. I mean, you really want to get the Fatus, but back to your AEW Dynamite.
Trying to run through these because, man, we still got the Forbidden Door stuff. But Dynamite, the week coming into the Forbidden Door, we start off with the Guns taking on the Hardy Boys. And what you think about this one, bro? I got some funny shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw highlights of this. Okay. Oh, I'm mad. This is the only time I'm mad we not on OB Wrestling because I got the clip art of Fight Forever with Jeff Hardy with the bottle. It's the most realistic game ever.
bro. I saw that. That was hilarious, bro. That was funny as bitch.
But yo, like seriously now, it's not even being a hater. It's not even. I don't even know if this is being a wrestling fan. This is being a human being now. Stop. You don't like stop. No. There's nothing else to say. Stop. Remember Undertaker talking to Ric Flair? Stop it. Let it go.
I don't think Jeff Hardy could perform without his performance-enhancing drugs. Is what I think it is, dog. Like I think.
So you think he was sober and that went down?
I know.
Oh, you know what?
Hey, he's been sober since he came back this last time. He's been like having botches in every match he's been in, like big botches, bro.
All right. I'm gonna give him a pass. So it might be like because you're right, because you're getting clean and stuff. So he might be getting in the ring a little too early.
His body's breaking down on him. He's having withdrawals.
Exactly. Exactly having withdrawals and he like fresh out of rehab where he had like 2 weeks. He need to take a couple of months. Get in the gym. You need to be like warming up. Like you could be showing your face right now. You don't got to be wrestling. Cause boy, you miss all ropes. You hear me? I mean, all of them. You hear?
Jeff, it's hilarious how he wrestles so smooth when he's high, and then he wrestles. He wrestles when he's sober. He wrestles like he's high, like how you would expect him to wrestle while he's high. It's wild. But yo, there's two funny things this match. Well, before that, the Guns. I gotta say, I like the Guns entrance, bro. It would have been dope if they somehow were able to keep that mini men. But yeah, that was one and done.
Mini men entrance was fire. Nah, shout out to the Guns.
Cesaro and Sheamus entrance.
I do like that. But the mini men, bro, I thought that was one of that would have put him up there. I'm not gonna lie, we'd have to have the conversation the best entrance. If they would have kept 50 Cent mini men, I'm sorry, y'all, we'd have to talk about it. Y'all would have argue with me. Because that was fire. The whole, like you said, the Sheamus, the bar. Oh man, that's fire! And I'm starting to like them as a heel tag team together. Not even individually now. I'm starting to like them as a team together. Their promos together is getting good.
Bro, they are definitely this week. Honestly, this week they probably had the best week of anybody, bro. Of anybody. They won. They beat the Hardy Boys this week, and they beat CM Punk, FTR, and Ricky Starks, bro. They had the best week out of everybody, bro. Freaking. But the funny part was after the match, Bullet Club Gold goes in there, helps them win the matchup. After the matchup, they beat up Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, and Ricky Starks comes out to make the save solo, and then he gets beat up, and then FTR and CM Punk come out. But the funny thing to me was they didn't come out to help the Hardy Boys. They specifically came out to help Ricky Starks. You know what I'm saying? They completely left the Hardys out of the whole story, out of like, everything. Just like the Hardys wasn't there. That was kind of funny to me, man. But that's what it was. After that, we had the concession stand brawl. Jeff Jarrett taking on Mark Briscoe. This was a fun little matchup, bro.
This is top 3 Jeff Jarrett runs. And I'm including old school. I will debate that. This is the most entertaining. Oh, boy, here we go.
She's good, bro. Like she got that natural. I can't stand this motherfucker. Like genuine. Not turn away. Not turn the channel heat. She got that. I want to see someone put hands on this motherfucker. I'm not turning the channel. I want to see someone smash her with a guitar, chair, something, dog. Like
that's the good heat you want. That's the heat you want.
That heat, Sanjay got that turn the channel heat. Sanjay got that TNA.
Sanjay always been good. He's always been good.
That's
wacky. Why he was back. That's why he was backstage with WWE. I don't know why AEW don't got him backstage. He's still on TV, but
I'm not gonna say even turn the channel heat, but he definitely gives like a TNA vibe. He gives me a TNA.
Yeah, he does his job
more than Jeff Jarrett does, and that's crazy because Jeff Jarrett's his company. But I get more of the TNA. Jeff Jarrett is, man, he does. Papa Briscoe, bruh, choke slamming Jay Lethal through the table was freaking hilarious to me.
I'm not gonna
Damn,
lie, this is old school
that
Ring of
was
Honor energy.
hilarious, bruh. Hilarious, man.
All of this is old school Ring of Honor energy.
The big Satnam Singh, and then the whole freaking
This whole
the luchadors
story,
come down, bro. Like
story,
it was
Ring of Honor,
fun.
and I love
It was fun. It was
I love
what
it.
this definitely did too. It reminded me of the difference between Dynamite and Collision, because that was definitely Dynamite. Just
And that's something they want, though. I will give them a plus for that. I want to feel the difference in the show. I do like that.
I agree with that 100%. Yeah, I don't. There was time, and I was curious about that too, because there was times where I was keeping an eye on that. Like, I wonder if just because of how good Collision was last week, if they're gonna try to replicate,
try to feed off of that. No, I like.
And I've seen little shades of it in certain matchups, so we're about to get to, but not all the way. It's definitely still felt like a Dynamite. Moxley and the Black Combat Club, they backstage, they basically challenged the Elite to a 4-on-4 initially. It ends up turning into a 5-on-5. But during that promo, he initially said it was going to be a 4-on-4. So I don't know when that decision got made to switch it to a 5-on-5.
Yep.
Bryan Danielson, cuts a little promo on Okada or whatnot. So nothing crazy. Next match was Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki versus Action Andretti, Darius Martin, and AR Fox. On Dynamite, this was personally my favorite match of the night. Like, this was just, it damn near reminded me of Forbidden Door last year with the 3-man tag that had Sting and Darby versus and Shingo taking on that group. I forgot their name because they were like they were from Suzuki Gang. But bro, yeah, this was a fun match right here, man. It's hilarious how the fans out here in AEW sing Minoru Suzuki's song, and that shit's in complete Japanese, bro. Like, that is over. That is really over, bro. You got everybody, and you know they getting it wrong. You know they getting it wrong.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm with y'all. Hey, I'm with you. I don't. Yeah. Fire. Don't matter. Go. The only man in professional wrestling, I will keep saying this, that could no sell, and it makes sense somehow. He no sells, and nobody complains.
Bruh, hey, the part 2 and his. And he's so good, bro. Suzuki is so good, bro. Yo, Chris Jericho.
I can't wait till you start talking about Forbidden Door, because boy,
Chris Jericho, bro. Yo, when Chris Jericho's on his A game, bro, he just reminds you why he's one of the absolute greatest ever, bro. Yo, when he came in there, did the pose, and then Suzuki just looks at him and is like, you know what? Fuck it.
All right, Dre, I was just about to say this. Yo, can I say I like this team? Like,
that team is fire, bro. That team's fire. I mean, you could kind of get rid of Guevara and it would still work. Jericho and Suzuki by itself is just.
I'm talking about what we saw is what I want to happen. I want that team, and I mean, obviously, I think they will work good in ring. But obviously, I'm talking about for AEW period. I always say I want to see more stories and more like good, like outside of wrestling, and them together, like you said, Jericho talking and Suzuki is GOAT of just making faces. He's it's the perfect combination. Like, low key, it is.
This matchup too, man, it did feel like the Collision. It felt like Jericho's like, all right, we about to slow it down, because usually you could tell Jericho would be like, all right, kids, he's a vet, so I'm just gonna be like, all right, kids, I'm gonna do what y'all do. I'm gonna show you I could do what you guys do. Like, I still got it. I could work your style.
You don't gotta do that no more. We got a whole nother show.
This matchup, it felt like the Collision matchups. It was more psychology than flips and everything.
Suzuki was involved.
Because, bro, there was 3 high flyers. It was all high flyers on the other team, and they limited that high flying shit to the bare minimum. The whole matchup, bro. Great work. Dante Martin, got to give him his props, bro. When him and Suzuki were up in that ring, He sold like a champ for Suzuki, bruh. The way he ate those, he like, yeah. Like one of them, that dude dropped down like he was dead, dog. Like just like Suzuki was no selling his shit, then Suzuki just one time bloop, laid out like he got shot in the head, bro. We got Big Brooklyn back up in the building.
Who from Brooklyn? Who is from Brooklyn? No, see,
What?
No, who is from Brooklyn?
The Brooklyn God, nigga. Fuck you mean who from Brooklyn, nigga? The Don Dada is here, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Hold on. Somebody told me they grabbed their collar. It wasn't me, but somebody told me they grabbed their collar.
Oh my gosh, dog. Yeah,
Jericho. Jericho had me dying last night. I didn't catch it all because I was wild late last night. But like,
Joe, I'm telling you, that's money, bro. They need to capitalize on Jericho and Suzuki together, bro.
Yeah, you know who had me dying?
Together, bro.
I'm surprised Nato didn't get that huge. Like his pop was pretty big, but like the way these niggas be nut hugging fucking Okada, I would have thought fucking old Naito would have got the same love. Like,
no. You skipped it to that. Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I would have been one of those ones that would have gave him that.
I'm like, nigga, I thought he was one of those, like, because I remember before we had a discussion a couple years back, y'all niggas is like, yo, Naito is that nigga. Naito. Yeah. That nigga came to America, them niggas is like, who is this nigga? Smack. Who is this nigga? Like he got a pop, bro, but it was like very minish.
Right.
It wasn't
it wasn't crazy. I agree. It wasn't crazy.
It wasn't. And it's just like even when he was walking down, bro, it kind of sounded like it died down.
The way I was at home made me feel like a mark. I ain't gonna lie.
Not facts. Like in that situation, I would have Kevin done the audience. I would have had them niggas going crazy in the audience, bro. Shout out Kevin Dunn.
We on Dynamite real quick though.
Oh, my bad.
Cole, you good? Adam Cole and MJF, they have the basically little promo where Tony.
Oh my God! Sign me up. And
I want to say this. Besides the Adam Cole, because I can talk about this real quick. The Filthy Tom thing. At a mark moment, I ain't gonna lie. That's my match. Personally, I'm waiting to see that match. Filthy Tom is fire to me. He is fire.
Yo, shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Leave a comment if y'all can. If you are tuning in from Kick, make sure to hit that follow button. It's first time actually on Kick. Frost, I gotta show you how to do it. I don't know how to do it for the video games, Frost, but I know how to do it for live podcasts. I gotta figure out.
Yo, Frost, can we talk about the double shut up Shivani? That was gold, nigga.
No, I marked out. Yo, Joe. You know. I give them when they credit.
That's what I'm saying. Because you know, I'm an MJF holic, and I know you. I know Adam Cole, your boy. I know
this rivalry to go a little longer already. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But shout out Tony Khan for doing it smartly. Not having to do some bullshit ass like I like to double count out, keep them both strong, very smart. Show Adam Cole had the ability to beat MJF. It's still because like when he was like, we all saw I had you dead to rights. Come on, like that shit.
Right. That was good. I like
that shit had me dying, bro. Cause like, bro, the way he controls these crowds is almost sickening, bro.
I like how he go out there. They be wilding out on him, and then he'll just go, no. Like, nah.
Bro, we are seeing wrestling greatness in its purest form. Like the funniest part, bro, because remember we had an argument in the chat where it was just like, oh, he doesn't wrestle enough. He's not he said the perfect statement that I can't wait to cut. That nigga said, what you want me? You want to watch me wrestle on TV every week? You sick pervert? Yo, bro, that shit had me crying. Ryan.
Adam Cole's been used in AEW since he's got there, bro. And I mean, he did win the Owen Hart. He won the Owen Hart tournament, but like that, you can like see
admit that's nothing compared to this right now, for real. I'm definitely nothing was compared to this right now.
This is reminding me of NXT Adam Cole.
Yeah, because he's literally going to war with somebody that can like compete with him.
That can keep up with him. He doesn't have to carry them. Like you have a nigga that can. As good as Adam Cole is on the mic, MJF is equally as good, but they're good in two totally different ways of how they cut promos. Like they do their job, and that's what I'm here for. They both do their job. They hit the checkpoints in every promo. They sell whatever pay-per-view they're selling. They sell the feud. They sell the I don't want to be with this guy, but like we have similarities. Like let that whole after this.
More shut
like
up.
that, yeah. That look at it, like when they looked at each other, it was like, "Oh, you hate this nigga too? Okay, okay." We got,
Adam
and then the whole like manipulation to take in the match at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Come on, Max.
I liked that, but damn, I'm gonna save it for when we get to Collision because
I want to give Tony quick credit for that, bro. Like that was a good way of like promoting Forbidden Door and still building up that. I did like that. I give you credit for that. I did like that
because it's building Forbidden Door, but it's also building All In.
Right, facts.
So I give you credit for that.
I didn't think MJF was gonna even be on Forbidden Door, even with the match. I thought they were gonna
Bro,
they were gonna have CM Punk take his place because last year was supposed to be CM Punk versus Tanahashi anyway, so it would have made more sense.
But this could I'm gonna give AEW more credit. I think this is still gonna add on to Adam Cole and MJF because they're both on the card.
Oh yeah. Next up, we had Orange Cassidy and Shibata taking on Zack Sabre Jr.
Hold on, real quick. Can we give Orange Cassidy his flowers? Cause I remember niggas was shitting on my boy. Yo, bro, his title run. Are we not gonna lie? He's having one of the best title runs right now.
Title run is nuts, bro. It's on some.
Like that boy could go in the ring. Like I am. Like don't get me wrong. I think when he does the wrestling, like certain aspects, I don't like his character, but I gotta give respect. Like I can't hate on the man. He go out there and he do his thing, bro.
I literally always only had one problem with Orange Cassidy. I always been a fan of Orange Cassidy. I was the guy that's saying because he's the one, he should be up there because he's somebody kids is going to dress up him as Halloween almost years going on. They're going to dress up like Orange Cassidy. Take the title out the book bag.
I'm not gonna hate on Orange Cassidy.
Nah, I love that shit, bro. The laid back, I don't give a bro. Yes, I'm the champion, but I don't give a fuck energy. I'm the champion. I'm gonna show you I give a fuck in the ring. It's hilarious. Like the whole laid back energy, bro.
What I like about him is that like
yo, Brad, he don't get a wild crazy pop every time he pull the belt out though. He don't get a crazy pop when he pull that belt out.
You're not going to confuse Orange Cassidy's match with anybody else's. That's
not, bro.
And if anybody has a match like his, they're copying his style of match. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes him dope.
Bro, he needs to lose that belt to Andrade or Miro. Give Miro the belt, but just let Miro destroy him. Like, no funny shit. He's had a great run. It's time for one of these. Nah, real shit. Like I hate to be like, yes, let the WWE guy destroy him, but like, nah, this nigga's like 140 pounds. Let Miro kick this nigga head off a couple times.
They both pushed away from that, though. Like certain wrestlers, you escape where you're not that guy.
Because the thing is,
AJ Styles is not a TNA guy no more to me. I'm sorry.
But the thing is, like, perfect example. He's been selling those injuries he's been getting during the matches each week. So, like, that's how you take him off TV for a little bit. Let Miro destroy him, get him off TV for a good 3 or 4 months. Let him go rest up. He had a great run. Let him go rest up, get him off TV.
Like it's the TV title.
Yeah. And then fucking let I feel like one of those mid class titles need to go to fucking Collision since it's a separate show.
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, that tag match though, I ain't gonna, man. Yo, when the New Japan wrestlers up in there, it looked like New Japan was the superior fucking brand. Because when Zack Sabre and Shibata were wrestling, compared to when Orange Cassidy and Dale Garcia were in the ring wrestling each other, it was like night and day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like one looked like sports entertainment, the other looked like professional wrestling, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
But that's his whole gimmick, of course. Wait a minute, Dre.
It was wrestling. Like, yo, Shibata
Wait, hold on, Dre. You didn't say Orange Cassidy shit look like sports entertainment? The nigga puts his hands in his pockets, Dre. Of course it's gonna look like sports entertainment.
I mean, yeah.
Yo, I just want to say, future match, please book was Garcia versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I'm in for that.
That'd be good.
I think that match would be amazing. When I saw that the Fatal 4-Way, I said, bruh, it's dope for the other two because they all fire. But bruh, I know their match will be amazing. Zack Sabre Jr.
Yo, bro, all these matches got the opportunity to be match of the night, except for the women's match.
I give him credit. Wow, I don't know about MJF match.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I feel like here we go. MJF does a here we go. Before y'all shit on him, MJF does a great job storytelling during the matches.
It's not MJF, Joe. We're not blaming MJF at all.
It's the ace. It's the
Did you hear the at all part? At all.
We're almost there. We're almost to I gotta highlight that when we get to it, bro, because that was atrocious.
No,
but
oh my god!
After that matchup, we got the Fatal 4-Way announcement. Man, I feel like Orange is gonna win. And damn, I want to save the predictions or whatever, but so I'm just gonna keep it. Yo, next up, TBS title: Chris Statlander versus Taya Valkyrie. They made a grave mistake taking the title off Jade Cargill, bro. This Chris Statlander just doesn't do it for me, bro. I'm sorry. She don't do it for me.
Nah, they did the right thing. It's time for Jade to go get the regular title. Yeah. It's time for her to go get the gold nut.
You saying, Dre, but they had
Dre, I hear what you're saying, but she needs to go get the big belt.
It's not AEW fault.
I can agree with that.
They did everything perfect because you return. It's your time. Everybody's been asking her before she left to get the title, so they did something right for the crowd that actually made sense. Because sometimes they just give the crowd what they want when it don't make sense. But
it ain't even Statlander's fault to me. It's the booking. Tony Khan, bro, you've been having some you be having some good booking, Tony, but every now
the women's side of the booking is trash.
Now and then, though, he does something that's so bad it just make me scratch my head. Like, what? How did you?
I'll be right back, guys.
How did you come to this? You had the nerve before a title match, literally immediately before the title match went on, not even a commercial break in between. They showed a highlight of the previous week, Taya Valkyrie's last match she was in, her losing a title match. How does she get another title match a week later after losing, bruh? Someone did point out to me, they're like, oh, well, she weakened the champion, and then the other person. Shouldn't the champion get the rematch then? Not the person who lost? Like, it was just... So it's like you got rewarded for losing a title match with another title match, and then you lost that again, bro. It's like, bro, y'all are not doing any favors by Taya. You ain't doing no favors by the champ by doing this. Like, and the worst part about it was the time management. You put this on with literally like 15 minutes left in the show in a commercial, bro. So by the time we got to the final segment, this was the last match of the night. So they pulled a WWE where instead of a main event matchup to close the show, the Bloodline's gold. You can't go wrong with the Bloodline. But they pulled a Bloodline. They said, we're going to end the show with a segment. But the segment was just, it was sloppy. I'll put it to you like that. Because you have Eddie Kingston come out to introduce Ishii. We do another thing. First, we just had a loser, not call it Taya a loser in real life, but we just had someone who lost last week get rewarded with the title match. And now we follow that up by having a person who's being announced as a surprise teammate for the Elite. As soon as he gets announced, Ishii, he comes out and gets beat up. He didn't even get a week, he got beat up immediately after being announced as the surprise fifth teammate, and then held hostage with his a dude's foot on his neck. Talking about, yo, Okada, come out here before I break this dude's freaking neck, before I like stop his face in. You know what I'm saying? So Okada comes out, and then we get our face off. I don't know, man.
I'm not going to speak on this match. I don't
Willer
understand.
Yuta, man. They are trying so hard with Willer Yuta, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
He's not that bad.
He's a good wrestler. I'll give him that, but
he's a good mid-carder.
He's a good wrestler, but man, I don't know if it's the look or the promos, because his promos were bad too. I remember his promos with MJF were terrible, but I don't know if it's the promo or the look or a combination. I just can't get with the Willer at this time. Maybe later on might grow on me, but right now you
can't roll with the wheels, huh?
Too hard. You trying way too hard, bro. Okada hits the little rainmaker on him twice. We end the show. Like Joe said too, they love some Okada. This guy's highlight is a fucking drop kick and a short turnaround clothesline. Yo, Jamie Hayter clotheslines harder than Okada. And fucking and this nigga's finishing. This nigga's finishing.
I don't honestly like, maybe is, you know how some wrestling finishing moves, like he does it way better.
Swag. It's the swag though. I ain't gonna lie. It got a lot
what
of
I'm
swag
saying is what I'm saying is being a child and seeing John Bradshaw Layfield clothesline people, the audacity, the temerity, the unmitigated gall that you think that I would believe that's supposed to hurt more than JBL clothesline. Yo, shout out to Brody King walling right now. Brody King clothesline. They selling for Brody King. Like, I don't get it. Okada. He set me up. Okada. I ain't gonna let y'all. I'm straight up. I'm not even a huge fan of Okada. Like, a drop kick.
Oops, how do I get back?
A drop kick.
My bad. I had to blow my nose. I have to throw myself. Yeah, that's how they ended it, man. Rampage was very short, and man, we'll keep it short for this one. United Empire and Swerve Strickland takes on Chaos, Trent Beretta, Chuck Taylor, Yo, and Rocky Romero. They start this one off, no entrances, so they just expect you. And for the New Japan people who, like, to the people watching on TV might not know, that entrance is pretty vital. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they should at least let United Empire get the entrance. But it was a decent matchup, very much Dynamite as opposed to Collision style. Nice for Swerve Strickland to get a dub, especially after the BS he had to put up with next. But it was what it was. Adam Cole comes out next, does a promo. MJF interrupts and tells him he got him a match for Forbidden Door, so he ain't the only one wrestling at Forbidden Door. He announces Adam Cole's taking on former UFC veteran Filthy Tom Lawler, bro. Yeah, I remember. Let me start UFC, dog. I remember watching this on UFC, bro.
I was gonna go through the struggle and bootleg this, but because of this match and hearing Naito and Suzuki are going to be on opposite sides of the ring, and of course Will Ospreay, but I'm talking about the matches that, like, all right, I gotta buy this now. This is one, and this is not even Adam Cole bias, because I'm more fire stick, bro. I'm more hyped to see Filthy Tom.
What? You gotta get a fire stick, bro.
I got a fire stick somewhere. Man.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, it's on there. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
I'm
gonna watch it.
I do like the what he called up on there. Man, yeah, that's gonna be a goodie, bro. They threw Adam Cole in there with a straight dog, bro.
Bro, they're gonna.
Tom Lawler's legit, dog.
It's gonna be a lot of matches.
Be a problem, bro. Yeah, and it's dope to see him up in there really get his, Adam Cole and him. That's gonna be a banger.
That's gonna
be a banger, bro.
I wish it was no DQ. I really
And
do.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That MJF Adam Cole match got me back on got my, you know what I'm saying, got me back right with Adam Cole, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, all right,
Adam
Cole
Cole
back.
is back. The
Cole back
energy
to play.
back. Told
Cole
y'all
back
to
to
wait
play.
for it.
And
I
Cole,
told y'all to wait.
Don't think I ain't noticed, Cole. I see you, bro. I see you pumping the
Patience is
iron
virtue.
again.
Yeah, he
I see
is.
it
He
slowly
is.
coming
He
back. I
is.
see the
He's
tan
all
starting
right.
to come back.
Patience is virtue. I
see
told
the
y'all.
swagger starting to come back.
Remember
You know
this
what I'm
start?
saying?
Oh, Frost, look at your guy. What is your guy doing? He ain't doing nothing. I told y'all, wait.
Yeah, I'll see him
We're
getting
gonna
back
let
on the
we're
shit.
gonna let everybody else have their fun and then wait.
Yeah, so salute to Adam Cole, man. He back
Guess
on.
who's the boss favorite? Wait. We the boss favorite. Wait.
Yeah, we don't know who the boss favorite by whoever main events at Wembley Stadium card, because bruh, that shit gonna be head and shoulders. That's gonna be like 3-4 times their biggest crowd they've ever had up until now, bruh. The Acclaim beat some locals, and yo, this is fucking hilarious, bruh. This is the funniest shit. AEW, this might be your first original chant that I have not heard anywhere else. And it's not the craziest chant, because in ECW they used to
Definitely
say,
not the craziest.
yeah,
No,
it's not the craziest.
I don't. I was about to say,
They can't even say it on here. I have to catch myself.
Don't.
Because they had some wild in ECW.
I'm glad I'm
but
here.
AEW, you know what? Fuck it. For today's climate, this was fucking amazing. Little white chick comes out there. I don't know her name.
Kind of bad.
And she start rapping and shit. And yo, it's funny because like while I'm not really paying attention to her words, she could rap. She had a fast flow and everything. So I was like, all right, she got a little, I don't know what the fuck she's saying. I wasn't really dissecting her bars or anything, but she could rap fast. So I was like, all right, that's cool, you know?
cool.
But she goes say, Anthony Bones, I could tell you're attracted to me. We could have a family,
Mm-hmm.
And this dude says, I don't know if you know, but I'm gay. And this got the
wait. I gotta break down because before you get there, I saw Max Caster's face. I felt him a little bit. It was like, have you seen my gear? I'm like, well, you could have said something.
That was Anthony.
I know, and I'm saying Max Caster saw his face when Anthony. Nah, I know different. Okay. When Anthony said, have you seen my gear? He said, have you seen my gear? I'm gay. Like, what is it? You got pink on? I don't see no flag or nothing.
Nah, he had the rainbow. He had some rainbow shit all on.
For real, I ain't seen none of that.
He had little rainbows like on the knee pads and all. He had a few little rainbows on there.
I ain't seen none of that. Well, I wasn't looking, so.
Yeah, he had some rainbow shit up on there.
Okay, that makes sense. Then I never saw none of that.
But man, that shit was funny. He's gay. Like he got like 20,000 people all at the same. Funniest shit ever, bro. Yo, Max Castle's jumping up and
down.
That shit was funny as hell to me, dog. I was
like, made history.
That dog
made history.
So hard at that, man.
That's gonna be in the update for Fight Forever.
We had the AEW Owen Hart tournament kick off on the women's side. We have none of the men's matchups until Forbidden Door, technically, but we've had 2 tournament matchups so far for the women. The first was Sky Blue taking on Anna Jay, and it's just bootiful, this matchup. And look, Sky Blue.
You gotta do better.
Yo,
you gotta do better.
Sky Blue, let me just say something for Sky Blue. She embraces the ass. She recognized the opportunities that are coming her way as a result of her willingness to share her ass with everybody who watches on television. Think about it. Yo, she went on social media and she bragged about her ass being, highlighted on Collision. And then what does she do? Same gear. Don't change your gear, Sky Blue. Let the cheeks out, bruh. And shout out to the cameramans, because there were more ass shots in this matchup than there were on Collision. I'm surprised we ain't got no updated pictures because there were a ton of great camera shots from the cameraman during this matchup. Sky Blue, she also having a great week because she, just like the Guns, won both of her matches this week. She was on both shows, y'all. She won both matchups. The Cakes was out. She got some good momentum. I believe both shows were in Chicago, or actually Rampage might have been in Canada. I could be wrong on that. But yo, aside from me just being you know what I'm saying, horny individual, I'm sorry guys. But aside from the beauty and the booty, she could go in that ring. She's a good wrestler. She's one of their best women wrestlers. I'm not gonna say the very best. You got Toni Storm, obviously Ruby Soho. I ain't gonna say she's in the upper echelon, but she's growing. She definitely got potential. She's one of the younger talent that we are seeing a nice upward projection with. Same thing with Willow Nightingale. I'll put Willow Nightingale above Sky Blue at this point in the pecking order as far as climbing that ladder, but they're both having some nice development and nice upcomings at the moment on the show. So yeah, it was a good matchup too. They gave the ladies a nice time to work with. This next matchup, oh my god, yo, this next matchup, boy, oh boy, this was the main event for Rampage. And before I go over this matchup, there's two things I want to bring up. The first is prior to this matchup, we had a wrestler on AEW, and they eventually corrected the pronunciation of his name, but for the first few weeks that he was on AEW, they pronounced it Takashita or Takashita or something like that. They would make the little jokes to like MJF and a few other people. They'd be like, take a shitta. So we went from
slow it down, not just this. You take a shit
from a wrestler named Take a Shit to Dookie. We had Dookie chants.
Doo-doo bars is something you gotta deal with. We had
Dookie chants in the main event for Rampage. Dookie was by far, not even close. Dookie was by far the star of the main event of Rampage over Jungle Boy, who's supposed to be challenging at Forbidden Door for the New Japan Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And it's funny because the IWGP champion Sonata, he was talking real spicy, not even on television. So that's when you know it's spicy. He was talking real spicy to media outlets like, I don't even know who this guy is. I never even heard of this guy. It's sad. I got to defend my title against this guy. I never even heard of him. This title is worth more than the AEW title.
You must be talking about Sonata.
You got me taking on this guy. I don't even know who this guy is.
Talking crazy.
He's not the top of the food chain in AEW. And this is who you got me taking on. And bruh, with that sentiment, with him saying that, his henchman, his underling, not even his right-hand man in the group. He's not even the second in command in Five Guys. He's one of the foot soldiers, bruh. If this was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he ain't Shredder or Kang. He's one of the foot soldiers, bruh.
This was Power Rangers, he'd be a
maskless man. He's the putty dog. He went up in there and showed out on Jungle Boy, bruh. The fans was 100% on Dookie's side over Jungle Boy, bruh. And that's who you got taking on Sonata? I would rather see Dookie versus Sonata. That match, yo, Dookie was the star by far, bro. It was damn near. I felt bad for Jack. Jack, you got to go heel after that matchup, bro. Fuck the Sonata matchup. You got to go heel after that matchup. And we did the same thing again. Just like we did with Taya losing and then being rewarded a title matchup. We had Jungle Boy. He just lost a world title matchup versus MJF in the Fatal 4-Way. And now he's getting an IWGP title shot. Who has he beaten?
I thought that was disrespectful, low key. I'm not gonna lie.
Who has he beat since then? Dookie. That's it. That's like his only matchup since that last pay-per-view. I could be wrong. He might have had one other matchup. 2 wins gets you an IWGP title match.
Honestly,
you're not even top 10 contenders in the AEW.
There's so many
wrestlers who would have been better fitted for that spot, bro.
I think the match is gonna be good. The match is going to be good, but I that is going to add salt to, even if the match is great, that's going to still add a little salt. Like, bro, how did he get a title match?
Yeah, it was.
I ain't seen it.
We are almost to the Forbidden Door stuff, y'all, but I'm just going to speed through this. Collision episode 2 did not hit like Collision episode 1. On some parts it did, but just the completeness. Like, episode 1 was damn near perfect. If you would have took off Wardlow, Luchasaurus, probably it was a good matchup, but that was probably like that was probably the low point. Maybe like a segment.
That was the great point. That was a great point because it's added on. So good.
Yeah, everything was good. I didn't expect the outcome.
It's not even if the match was that good. It's the outcome, because this Christian and Luchasaurus run is going to be fire. It's going to be fire.
Collision episode 2 starts off with, it started and ended strong as hell. I'll give it that. And bro, I love the feel for Collision, especially how they started this episode off. It gave me Survivor Series back in the day vibes. How they kicked it off. It was the 4-man teams, you know what I'm saying? And they both have the backstage promo, just like old school Thanksgiving Survivor Series.
Yeah,
and everybody cut a good promo, bro. First you had FTR, CM Punk, and Ricky Starks. Great little 4-man Survivor Series style promo. Then you cut to the bad guys. They all get their bars off. It was a very fun way to start off the show and whatnot with that. Then we get Chris Jericho, Suzuki come out. No Sammy Guevara. We already mentioned it earlier. Chris Jericho and Suzuki, they just play so well off each other. They are just natural, great chemistry, bruh. Very fun promo to kick us off. Sting comes out with Darby Allin. And then we get the surprise. It's Naito. I was worried for a second. I thought it was going to be Goldberg, bruh. And I'm so glad the fans didn't start chanting Goldberg, because there have been reports throughout the week that Goldberg signed a deal with AEW. So I was starting to think, oh, man, are they really about to have Goldberg come out here? But as soon as Darby said the Tokyo Dome, I was like, all right, it's Naito. You know what I'm saying?
Naito, boy. As soon as he said that, let's go. The fan in me went crazy.
But he should have got a better
like battle rap. I don't care what the fans did. Well, at that time,
I definitely popped for it.
Just the fact that I know him to see Minor and Naito. What?
I was sick because you took my Naito from me in the GMO war. So I was just like, now he shows up on now he want to show up on AEW. Now that he's gone. Now he's gone to the Fresh Frost TV, bro. But all right.
That's what I said. Like, if I would spend money, those 2 matches would have got me, because I know my fan side is gonna be a fan for Filthy Tom and Adam Cole, and for this 6-man tag. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm starting to like Jericho and Sting little quick rivalry.
Yeah, I'm definitely off for it.
I'm here for it, especially the way Sting is cooking right now. I'm here for it. Jericho still can wrestle. Sting showed us, I could go. Like, I'm what Jericho was doing. I'm showing y'all I can hang with y'all.
Crazy.
I'm the new Jeff Hardy.
We're talking about all these wrestlers and how their life expectancies, they be dropping so quickly, man. To see someone, and we're talking about Samoa Joe and CM Punk 20 years, dog. Chris Jericho 25 plus years, Sting over maybe 35. Gotta be 35. I was watching Sting when I was 4 or 5 years old, bro.
Surfboard Sting,
88 or 89. I got
before the Crow. A lot of these, how we so old, because some of these kids don't even know about Surfer Sting era at all. Like, people start to remember Sting and they barely know him from WCW when he was, even though that was in W, when he had the Crow, when he was Crow era. How many kids don't know about Surfer Era? And that was one of my favorite things. I go, that Surfer's thing was, I was hyped as a kid. I was, yeah. For like baby face
since 4. God damn, I just looked it up just to be for sure. He been wrestling since 1985, dog. Wow, almost, yo.
I was born.
It's 2 years from 40 years of wrestling, dog.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Some of these kids don't even know, Dre. They don't even know about Surfer's thing.
That's nuts.
Like for them, Sting started with the whole full face paint. They don't know about like the
man. Surfer Sting might be my favorite too. Surfer Sting was so fire. Yo, the Crow was fire too, bro. But damn, Surfer Sting was. He was
his
different.
energy was different, yo. Him taking, he was another one. You know,
those matches with Vader back in the day.
I'll even give Sting credit. Before Minoru Suzuki, Sting was the first wrestler for me that I saw that no soul, and it made sense to me. Like when Hogan did it, it bothers me. But when Sting, like when Sting used to get the chops from Flair, and just whoa,
lit, dog. That shit was lit. Hell yeah.
He before Minoru Suzuki, for me, I know he was out longer, but for me, it was Sting. Surfer Sting was the first one I saw like that. Him and Ric Flair. That's what made me. That's what put Ric Flair in my top 5. You don't think so?
Sting's 85, bro. I don't know if Minoru will go that far back, dog.
For real?
That's a minute. Nope. 88 is when he debuted. Suzuki debuted in 80. Yeah, Sting is, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Pardon me. See, you learn something every day. The icon.
All right. He before Jericho, though. He before Jericho.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. We wrestling. I mean, on GMO Wars, I think I'm bringing Surfer Sting.
Damn, I want the trade for Suzuki, too. Like, wow, Suzuki's so fire.
Yeah. You know that's my guy. You wowing.
Yo, man, you know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for your other guy though. Swerve Strickland, because man, this next match was hard to watch, dog. Swerve Strickland versus Ace Tanahashi. Yo, is it too late to find a replacement for MJF? Cause Tanahashi, man, I'm legitimately I'm not even trying to
sacrifice him. Hold on. Well, no, I don't even like how you said it though. Why are we not saying a replacement for Tanahashi? Like MJF, regardless.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Can we replace him for Tanahashi? Can we replace Tanahashi for somebody else? Can we get someone else instead of Tanahashi?
Immediately.
Tanahashi gonna fuck around and break a hip in that ring, dog. It hurt to watch that matchup. He looked, them swing blades, them swing blades, bruh, they look so bad. They look so rough. And the funniest part, though, is when he went up to do that frog splash the first time. The commentary, as soon as he got to the top rope, oh boy said, for those of y'all tuning in, Tanahashi's going up to do his 5-star frog splasher. It ain't a 5-star frog splasher. He's going up to do his frog splash, his finishing move, right? And right when he gets to the top, right before he jumps off to do his move, the commentator says, and this is why Tanahashi is like such a great athlete or whatever. And then he just drops off the fucking top rope. He just collapses off the top rope. It was so, it was definitely Botchamania. That is 100% gonna be on a future Botchamania episode, man. They gotta redo the spot, and he does another horrible swing blade. The failed frog splash looked bad. It was just a rough matchup. He looked really beat up going into that matchup, bro. And I ain't trying to shit on the Ace Tanahashi because he is the ace for New Japan. He's the reason New Japan was able to stay in business long enough to where it could get out of that dark age period that it was up in. So mad respect for everything Tanahashi did in the past, but man, it definitely caught up with him in this matchup. I'm not excited. I wasn't excited for him versus MJF going into Forbidden Door to begin with, but after this matchup with Swerve Scott, it's rough. And what's crazy,
honestly, Dre, I know why they couldn't do it, but because I know they couldn't come to agreements. I think it should have been an interference. I think it should have been MJF versus Sindada.
MJF versus who?
Sindada. Instead of Jungle Boy.
Because I mean, then you put one champion over the other, so whoever wins.
No, and that's why I said they could have did it with an interference. Because remember, why not add on to the Adam Cole story?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's not for a title. I think they should have did that because
that would have definitely been a better matchup and everything. Because man, this was not it. Tanahashi looked really bad in that. And what's crazy is they announced on Collision. Or we on Collision, but they also announced during Collision that that's going to be the first match to start the pay-per-view.
Which one?
MJF versus Tanahashi. And I'm like, usually you start the pay-per-view with like a real exciting matchup that's going to get the energy up and shit like that. Tanahashi's not going to be able to do that, bruh. If he comes in the condition he's in for this matchup, it's not the energy you want to kick off the show and set the tone for the rest of the night.
I'm telling you, a match like that going at the 0 hour is going to just feel like an extended pre-show. It is. You can't do that. You can't carry that energy. You got to separate what we just watched. We supposed to feel like, okay, pay-per-view time. And now I'm feeling like, okay, when is the show about to start? Like, I don't want to feel that way.
Yo, 2 for 2. You could argue 2 for 2. Andrade is becoming Mr. Saturday Night.
Mr. Collision.
Mr. Collision, dog. Collision. Banger after banger after banger. Yo, him, Brody King, fire, dog.
Yeah, I know I'm a fan of Brody King, too.
Woo, this was a strong style matchup right here, man. Yo, when Brody King did that Death Valley driver into the corner, bro.
And Brody King, you getting they not giving you enough credit, bro. You get credit like Walter, as in selling, for you to be that big and that strong and that powerful, for you to still keep that energy. Oh, he's a monster, and to still be able to sell for people less smaller than you. So like that's dope. I feel like that's underrated.
Brody King got one of the best looks in pro wrestling, bro. That dude really.
And he still could work. He still could work with men smaller than him.
His believability too, bro. Like he looked like that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like,
especially when he go face paint. Oh man, like that's a killer.
This is bad because man, I'm not the biggest guy, but when I look at a lot of these AEW people, I'd say about 50%, bro. I'd say about 50%. I feel like I could run they fade. And I'm a small guy.
Brody King, you gonna practice before?
Brody King, I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker, dog. I'm not even gonna attempt. I'm not even gonna try, bro. If I ain't got the swammy, I ain't even got nothing to say to you, dog. We could talk when I got something, bro. Cause
no.
Brody King. Yo, I was in the room. I was watching one time with my brother-in-law, bro. I got him to watch. This dude's like a hardcore Crip nigga, man. This dude ain't intimidated by nobody. But that nigga saw Brody King and he was like, Dre, I ain't gonna lie. If I saw that motherfucker, I'm shooting that motherfucker. I'm not even gonna try him, bro. He should be the world champion, bro. He don't watch wrestling, so he just going off. When he saw Brody King's like, he ain't the world champion. I'm like, nope. He like, that's the motherfucker I shoot, bro.
And that's what, bro. Not even him, like him saying that, right? And not seeing him wrestle. After him saying that, and then seeing him wrestle in the ring, he's like, he not world champion. Like I'm saying, like,
yeah, you see people like him, man. You're like, bro, like, how you got little Orange Cassidy and. I mean, I like Orange Cassidy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, even in that 4-man face-off, he was clearly the smallest dude by far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so dubious all these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, but man, yeah, yo, that matchup was fire. They was wilding. Andrade pulling out the Charlotte Flair. Yo, he done stole all her shit, dog. The moonsault to the outside, the figure 8 leg lock.
Wait, the moonsault was his. Cut that out.
Yo, Charlotte always did that moonsault to the outside.
Let's go back to NXT. We're not doing it. You know that's my guy. We could do this all day. That is
Shot was
Andrade.
in NXT before Andrade. I mean, he probably been doing it on the other end. Yeah, I see. I mean, if we're gonna go that route, Kota Ibushi was doing it before both of them. Kota Ibushi was doing it before both of them. That little springboard.
All right. We're going in there with that. You win.
But damn, this is such a way better, yo. This is Andrade, House of Black looking great because they're working with someone who could actually work with them and their style. You know what I'm saying? Could match their rawness.
So you think this is the build up for a big match of Black versus Andrade?
Yep. But I would like to see it stretched out a little. I would like to have them get the teams involved a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying to start this story and the hype for it.
Oh yeah.
Which would be
that's going to be a banger. You know that's going to be a banger.
5-star match.
That's going to be fire, bro.
You hear me? 5-star match. It's crazy. I had both of those two, and you got both of them. That's crazy.
Christian Cage cuts a promo with Luchasaurus. You know, just your typical heel promo.
No, it wasn't typical.
I mean, typical in the sense that, like, in the fact that, like, you're in your hometown and you're just like, you know what, man, you know what I do like, because some people, some heels, when they're in their hometown, that's the one town that they'd be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be a good guy in this town.
Yeah,
this is the one town I'm not gonna rip apart because it's my hometown, but everywhere else I'm gonna shit on. And it's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, everywhere else he's the bad guy type thing. MJF even does that. Christian Cage said, nah, bruh, I don't care if I'm from here. Y'all all are losers. I'm the only exception. Y'all are freaking pathetic. So yeah, Christian Cage is just so good, bruh.
And I like the whole thing, good, like, bro. This is my title. Even though he won it, this is my title. He's gonna fight you. You gotta fight him. But just remember, I'm holding this title.
Yeah, Christian Cage is just fucking killing it, man. And he's definitely did so much to get Luchasaurus over and whatnot, bro. Like, cause man, I don't know, Luchasaurus really one of those people. He needs somebody, whether it's a Jungle Boy or Christian. He needs someone just
dinosaur.
That's why I'm saying.
What do you like? He always like, bro. You can only go so far. You're a dinosaur.
SCW, the wrestling channel. Shout out to SCW on YouTube. Y'all make sure to follow SCW on YouTube, bro. I'm gonna write down SCW. I'm gonna look you up, my guy.
See what you got.
Check out, see what type of content you pushing on your channel, man. Anyone who is a wrestling fan or a wrestling channel, I do believe you can post your links in the chat. If not, shit, hopefully you can. But man, yeah, big shout out to SCW, the wrestling channel, tuning in right now, man. Greatly appreciate you, man. We're about to get into to Forbidden Door, but we just got a little bit left on Collision for episode 2. Willow Nightingale takes on Nyla Rose. Been a minute since I've seen Nyla Rose. Been a minute since I've seen Nyla Rose, yo, and it was good to see her come up out here and whatnot. Her and Willow, they had a decent matchup. It wasn't nothing too crazy. I like the matchup last week with the women a little bit more, but that's for my school of turtle helmet. You know what I'm saying?
I said this on wrestling. I'm a fan of Willow because it's a different look of the Bailey gimmick. Like every time somebody tries the Bailey gimmick, no matter how hard they try, you look like Bailey. or it feels Bailey.
It comes off as that, like,
but now different physique, different, and it's a different. Like, not me. I know little stuff are different with screams, but it's not. I don't see. Oh, that's Bailey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she probably got the most authentic baby face, like, charisma too, bro. Like when she just, as soon as she comes out, bro,
the energy,
that shit just fucking, bro. When you can feel somebody energy and you ain't even in the room, bro, like it come out through the TV, dog.
For real.
Like she come out, she one of those people, bro.
She should be babyface for a while.
I don't know if this is her. I don't know if this is her in real life, bro, but she got like the type of energy, like she give me the energy I get from like a you, bro, or like my big brother.
Like she only want to have a good time, for real.
I could be having a shitty day, bro, or be in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see somebody who's just in such a good mood or just have such good energy, it like just brings you out of it brings you out of your bad mood, and she'd be like, oh man, this is what I needed, dog. You know what I'm saying? She just fills you with her energy. Like,
she can wrestle. That helps.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, because there's been a few times I had some bad days, and I get up in that group chat and y'all lift me up, bro. Like Willow does that. She got that same type of energy, bro. It's natural, bro. It don't feel like try hard or nothing, bro. It just comes off so authentic, bro. Big shout out to Willow, man. That's what I said. Even though, you know, I'm a little perv, I'll admit it, y'all. Little perv, and I'm seeing Sky Blue climb the ranks. I still got Willow just a ring or two above Sky Blue, but they're both climbing that ladder at a rapid pace, and it's dope to see. I even like them as a group too. Like they got a nice little chemistry. I would really like to see them and Kiera Hogan form like a 3-woman team, similar to how the Outcasts got. Man, have Willow as like the leader, with Sky Blue and Kiera Hogan as like the tag team, the Cakes. Hogan, Sky Blue, bro. Those
I was about to say that's a dope
matchups,
idea,
bro. I gotta go back and find those matchups. Kiera Hogan, yo, Tony, what's going on, bro? What's going on, Tony? Where's Kiera Hogan at, bro?
What you mean? She's on Ring of Honor.
Yes, exactly. That's the problem. I need her on national TV where I could DVR and watch it on my big screen, not a computer screen. I need the full flat screen to highlight her. Good matchup. Willow Nightingale. Yo, when she did that fucking the finish, I'm surprised she was able to get Nyla Rose up like that, bro. She had her she had her rolled up like freaking like Rhea Ripley damn near, bro. Yo, shout out to Nyla Rose too, man. Nyla Rose definitely been doing her thing and whatnot, man. And it takes a lot of courage, man. I know a lot of people, man, might be on the fence or whatnot. Nyla Rose, man, live your life, Nyla Rose, man. You have my support, man. It takes a lot of. You are a fucking what's the word I'm looking for? You're a fucking pioneer for what y'all do. It does take a lot of bravery to be at the forefront of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna.
I even give it credit because remember it was a time.
That shit, bro. Salute to you. I want to see the. And you're not just up in there destroying you're not just up there destroying everybody or whatnot. So yeah, shout out to Nyla Rose, putting Willow Nightingale over. This was definitely a big win for Willow and nice look for Willow. Curious to see what's next for both of them. The post match, you have the Outcasts try to jump Willow Nightingale, but Sky Blue makes the save with the steel chair or whatnot. So even when Sky Blue isn't wrestling, she's been on everything the past 4 shows. She's been on every show, it feels like, damn near. She might have missed 1 out of 4 shows. She's not on Forbidden Door. But at least at least Willow Nightingale is. So it is what it is. Next, yo, how do you feel about the squash match Powerhouse Hobbs? Are you starting to see some potential in Powerhouse Hobbs? Because yo, are you not sold on Powerhouse Hobbs yet? Is he still jobs to you?
No, I told y'all he not jobs. I said that a while ago.
Yo, because there were 2 parts that stuck out to this squash match. It wasn't much to go over, but there are 2 parts I really liked. That part where he held him up and he clotheslined him. Then he clotheslined the back of him. Then he clotheslined the front. Yo, he hit him with 4 clotheslines while holding old boy up. 2 to the front, 2 to the back. That shit was nice. I like that move, bro. And then you look at Okada's little short clothesline. You're like, bro, Powerhouse Hobbs gave 4 Rainmakers consecutively right there, essentially, bro. So, like, what are we doing, Okada? But that's spine buster, bro. I got to give props to the jobber, the local talent, whatever you want to call him. His name is Jeremy Prophet, apparently. He took that spine buster like a champ, bro. That spine buster was beautiful, bro. he got up so high for that. Oh boy had hops, bruh. He got up so high for that damn spine buster, dog. Like his feet were damn near to like Powerhouse Hobbs' shoulders, bro. Like that shit was an Arn Anderson spine buster, bro. I fucked with it heavy. That was a beautiful spine buster, man. Main event time. CMFTR and Ricky Starks versus Bullet Club Gold and the Guns. This was a good matchup. I didn't expect the end. I thought CM Punk was just gonna be protected at all costs, ain't gonna lose in the foreseeable future. Second match back and he takes an L. And I like it. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the show he could be a team player.
The crowd, bruh. That crowd went nuts. That crowd, hey, that was a John Cena in his prime type of reaction as far as the divisiveness. You know what I'm saying? Them fans was hating. It was 50-50, probably 60-40, more hate than love for CM Punk up in that motherfucker, bro. Like they was wilding, bro. It gave and because of that, it helped elevate the heels too. You know what I'm saying? Like in certain aspects, because the heels kind of became the good guys. Because every time Punk was in the ring, they were working for the heels. They was for the heels as opposed, but they loved FTR and Ricky Starks, but they could not stand some CM Punk, bro.
Punk is starting to become a tweener.
Yeah. Like you ain't in Chicago no more. Maybe it was because they in Canada and Kenny from Canada. I don't know if.
Oh, that's a bar.
But
that's definitely why. You got to think that's why, bro. What do you mean? I agree. I kind of think that's why.
It has to be.
It's Kenny Omega. What do you mean? It's Kenny Omega and Canada. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a good observation. Yo.
They were rocking, though. Bullet Club Gold gets the win. The Guns officially join Bullet Club Gold at the very end. And, man, at this point, the Guns have they've gotten over with me. I ain't like the Guns for the longest. Like how you felt about Powerhouse Hobbs, that's how I felt about the Guns.
No, we was together. Hold on. No, hey, you speaking for both of us. You preaching right now. Like, I agree.
They updated, man. I would have thought you was doing something else, but you on the screen.
Oh my god, because you heard the beat in the back. You need to.
Oh yeah, okay. He's here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
A pre-recording.
Right here. You need help. Yo, so you lucky we not on my show. I would relax. Where's the relaxed lady? Where's the relaxed guy? This is call everybody. Matter of fact, where's Chad Gable? Shush this man. Shush this man.
Frost working. Yo, man, yo.
Hey, yo. You know what? You lucky. That's all I'm gonna say. You lucky. 5-star pod, y'all.
It would have been a great plug-in for the Blue Chew, but we ain't got no sponsors.
Not the great plug-in for the Blue Chew. You gotta relax.
Ricky Starks, man. You know what? The one thing I did have a problem with this, so why Ricky got to take the L, and the reason I say that is because why couldn't one of FTR take the L? You know, because then it would have at least set up FTR defending their titles against
Canada.
Something, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to Ricky Starks. But you know, I can see why. I see why now. It just hit me. Ricky Starks lost after Juice Robinson had the quarter in his hands, punched him in the face, which led to Switchblade hitting the Switchblade or whatever. And the next week, it's already been announced it's Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson, the Owen Hart. So maybe Ricky Starks gets his victory, and that sets up for that.
Yeah, you know Yep.
But before we get into the Forbidden Door, bruh, there is a major booking concern, bro, that has to be addressed, bro. It has to be addressed. And that is the Owen Hart tournament bracket, bro. Tony Khan. Yo, if this plays out how I think it is, you are the worst booker, bro. And hopefully somebody could relay this to you to get this changed, or hopefully you don't even, or not hopefully, but if you don't see this, hopefully somebody gets in your ear. This bracket is so fucked up. You have CM Punk versus Samoa Joe on the same side of the bracket. If you were gonna do CM Punk versus Samoa Joe, I wouldn't even do it in the Owen Hart for one. It shouldn't even be in the tournament.
No, I would. That should have been the main event.
It needs to be the final, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even do it in the tournament. And here's why. Why I wouldn't do it in the tournament at all is because Samoa Joe lost in the finals of the tournament last year to Adam Cole.
That will only make sense for him to get back.
So don't have him go to the finals just to lose 2 years in a row.
Why not? He's going to be the following year. You know you're a winner.
Have Samoa Joe.
You already know you're a winner.
Samoa Joe.
And matter of fact, why not have Joe win?
That's what I was about to say. Samoa Joe needs to win this tournament.
Why not have Joe beat Punk? If anybody in that selection,
the fact that they're on the same
we
side
know Punk will let somebody go over, it would be Joe on that list.
Punk has got to get out of this tournament ASAP. Shit, do it with the Satoshi Kojima. Have Kenta pull up. Kenta, you a pussy. But you know what, Kenta? Actually, I'll take it back. That's the fast I ever called someone a pussy. You took it back. Because I just realized the reasoning. Kenta, actually, they were going to have you job out to CM Punk in the first round of a tournament. A match with that much history and story behind it naturally, and it was going to be thrown in a first round elimination tournament. I see why you backed out Kenta, because that is terrible booking. Just like Samoa Joe and CM Punk on the same side, they haven't had a one-on-one match in 20 years. These are the two pillars of Ring of Honor, bruh. This should be really for a world title, bruh. If not for the AEW title, then Samoa Joe should be the AEW. Before the Collision face-off, I was thinking, why ain't Samoa Joe the world champion of Ring of Honor to begin with? You know what I'm saying? I know Claudio never had a thing, so they did right by Claudio. But Claudio, at this point, he is the third man in his group. The only person he is higher up than, and that's being the Ring of Honor world champion. Like, you could give him the Ring of Honor TV title and then have Samoa Joe with the world title. It would make more sense. He's not the leader of the Blackpool. He's not even the second in command.
Yeah.
And then you see Samoa Joe and CM Punk, and CM Punk just got back. You see the chemistry, the history, and everything there. Now's the time to reestablish Samoa Joe as one of those guys. I mean, top 5, top 3, because him and CM Punk, bro, that is Ring of Honor, bro. That's Ring of Honor right there. And a match like that magnitude, that could main event All In. That could main event All Out. That's a main event pay-per-view matchup, and you're giving it away for free, and it ain't even the finals. What are you doing, dog? That is so bad booking right there. I refuse to believe that's going to be it's looking like it is, because Tony loves doing that. He loves throwing these great matchups for free. And I mean, I do enjoy the matchups, but at the same time, bro, like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That is terrible. That is terrible. I don't know what they're going to do with that. But if that takes place in the semifinals, bro, you blew a big money matchup right there, bro. Fucking blew it, bro. That's all I want to say on the Owen Hart show. I ain't even gonna go over the rest of the bracket. That match pissed me off when I saw that shit. Let's get to our last thing for this Forbidden Door, man. 11 matchups.
Door.
This shit is gonna be like 4 to 5 hours long, bro.
You think it's gonna be 4 to 5 hours?
11
matches.
Yo, making Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson, Okada. Those 2 matches alone gonna be an hour and a half, bro. That's going to be like a 30-minute.
That's 30 minutes.
At least 30 minutes at the very least.
Bryan Danielson and Okada is definitely going at least 40 minutes.
Yeah, these are going to be 2 30 to 40-minute matchups by themselves. I'd say 4 hours at the least.
4 hours?
4
I
hours.
mean, it's respectable. It is Forbidden Door. It is one of the big ones.
We got CM Punk and the Elite gonna be in the same building for the first time.
Who's CM Punk for you?
He's taking on Satoshi Kojima
On the Forbidden Door card.
Yeah, it's an Owen Hart tournament. It's the first men's Owen Hart tournament matchup. Yeah.
Oh man, some of these matches need to go quick then.
Let's start with that one. CM Punk versus Satoshi. I really hope Kojima. I really hope Kojima. I don't want the Samoa Joe CM Punk in the semifinals, bruh. I just don't, bro. Have somebody interfere. Something, please. Please. Because
he's the Bret Hart type guy. He's probably winning this.
He's probably winning, right? All that Bret Hart, he wears the Bret Hart gear. He got a shirt with FTR that says the Sons of Bret Hart. That's nasty. That's a nasty shirt. Y'all calling a man y'all daddy that ain't related to y'all.
That is a nasty
That's
shirt.
very nasty, y'all. And I'm a Bret Hart stan, y'all. But damn, never, ever. I don't even call my stepfather's daddy. Y'all call this, y'all put it on a shirt. Y'all put it on a shirt. That's nasty. Fucking yeah, because Samoa Joe, I feel like Samoa Joe gotta win. We gotta build Samoa Joe strong for that eventual CM Punk Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe needs to be winning everything at this point, in my opinion. I want Samoa Joe to get to a world title by the time him and CM Punk link up. Either that or Samoa Joe be the one to take a world title off CM Punk. We got Athena versus Billy Starks on the prelim, which is another Owen Hart matchup, bruh.
Athena.
My feelings for Billy Starks, man, we are just on opposite ends for our predictions so far. We are like, you got Punk, I got Kojima, you got Athena, I got Billy Starks. I just don't like Athena at all, bro. I will never forgive her for her bitch ass husband. The fucking I don't know what this word means, but I hear you've used it a few times.
No.
If I had that clip of Kevin Hart from 40-Year-Old Virgin when he's in the electronics store and he's like, look, I don't understand what that word means, but I feel disrespected. But when you say, what is it, temerity, whatever, hey, the unmitigated gall. I don't know. I'm using words I don't even know. These aren't in my vocabulary.
No, unmitigated gall. You're right. The temerity.
The temerity and the audacity.
Yeah, there you go. The chutzpah.
Bruh. This man was too comfortable wearing that shirt. You got this man thinking he's the king of all black women because he got you on control like that. Then just going rogue, beating the hell out of that indie girl. I feel bad because that indie girl, she beat the dog shit out of her. And instead of hold accountability, just instead of being, what I'm saying? Like, I hate accountability. I'm so big on accountability. And a lot of times when shit go down or something, someone needs to be accountable. A lot of times I let shit slide because it's like the thing I hate more than or just as much as the actual act that people aren't holding themselves accountable to is when you call them out on it and they don't. That's damn near worse to me. You know what I'm saying? Because now I brought it to your attention. Maybe you were subconsciously did what you did or didn't realize, you know what I'm saying? But once someone makes it clear to you what you did and, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. At that point, you got to own up. And if you can't own up, it says a lot about your character. Instead of her own up to, you thought you come from NXT, you've been on WWE, you think you're the big superstar and shit, and then you get not outperformed, because old girl can't wrestle better than Athena. I'm not going to discredit her in-ring ability, but you got outstarred. This girl was in her hometown. You think she's a local. You didn't expect no one to be rocking with her. But since she was in her hometown, they were rocking with her so heavy you decided, oh, fuck that, and just beat the dog shit out of her. You know? And instead of have the accountability, like, yeah, that was my bad, I went off script, whatever, she made me mad, she messed up a spot. You play the whole victim. If the guys did it, it wouldn't be a problem, but because I'm a woman, like, no, bro, like, keep it a buck. You were clearly frustrated by two things. She messed up a spot, and you were mad how over she was as opposed to you. And so you beat the dog crap out of her. And that girl couldn't say nothing about it. And we haven't seen her since, but you're still over here collecting a paycheck. You're still on pay-per-views and all that stuff. So it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. She is a good wrestler, but between her husband, her lack of accountability and whatnot, I just really don't give a damn about Athena, bro. Personally. So Billy Starks, and I don't even know who Billy Starks is, bro. How the hell is Billy Starks even in this? I don't even know who she is. Is she in the tournament? We couldn't throw Sky. Oh, she's in the tournament. We couldn't throw.
You don't have that many women.
I was about to say, you ain't got no, like, there ain't no women who can fit that spot.
No, the other ones are in matches. And Jade Cargill sitting down right now.
MJF versus Tanahashi. I think this is where we both can agree on one for once. MJF got to win this. I just pray Tanahashi.
Clear and quick. This needs to be one of these quick matches I'm talking about. This match needs to go fast.
After how Tanahashi looked on versus Swerve, this is definitely gonna go quick. This can't go longer than 15 minutes. I don't see this going longer than 15 minutes, bro. Tanahashi looked so banged up, bro. That matchup was rough, bro. That was extremely rough to watch, bro. Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale. This is like the only matchup on the card that is like AEW versus AEW. And I heard some people complain about it, but New Japan technically does not have a women's division. They do similar to what they do with AEW, where they do cross promotion with Stardom. And they got like a New Japan Women Championship now, but it's still kind of like its own separate brand. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the women title matchup. So I'm not too mad about this one. Tony Storm clearly has to win because she's the world champion, as opposed to New Japan. They're not using their world champion. They're using their mid-card women title. So I could see Tony getting the dub there. Before we go on any other matchups, do you think there's going to be any like surprise debuts or anything like that? Anyone surprisingly going to show up?
I don't know. I feel like everybody that's super big in New Japan that people know in the States is on the card. So unless you have like
Kota Ibushi pop up or a Goldberg or somebody.
Or maybe a Goldberg. I can see that. A Goldberg popping up. Maybe a Ishii, but I don't think that's going to create a massive pop.
I could see with the Wembley thing too coming up. I could see Goldberg try to make something, just try to build some type of hype for the Wembley, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see Goldberg, but I don't see no any big surprises to be like, oh my god, no, everybody's on the card. Well, for me personally,
I don't think who ain't really on the.
Like,
I would have liked to see the Great O'Khan, bro. I really wish the Great O'Khan made this card somehow, just because, bro, him. Just for his post, not even for the card, but just for the no Great O'Khans in America. Because last time he came out here for Forbidden Door, his social media was hilarious. That dude was all in the strip club wilding, bro. This dude had like so many wild strip club posts and shit. It was funny as hell, bro. That's the only guy MJF likes, and I know it's because of those posts too. Adam Cole versus Filthy Tom Lawler, bro.
It's going this match. This better get at least 20 plus.
It's gonna be a goodie. I don't know, because Adam Cole, I mean, he just is coming back recently, maybe due to just to be on the
last Forbidden Door he was on, he deserved some time.
That's when he got injured too.
Exactly. Was the last Forbidden Door. That's where it's Filthy Tom, bro. That match is gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be a goodie. That's gonna be a banger, bro. It's going to be a real good look for Filthy Tom Lawler, because I know a lot of people probably ain't going to be as familiar with him pro wrestling wise. Definitely going to be a solid match for Adam Cole. Adam Cole got to win this because Adam Cole got to win everything pretty much because Adam Cole, it's looking like we're gonna be setting up for Adam Cole versus MJF at All In.
We definitely are. So Adam Cole definitely has to go on a winning streak.
We got Sting, Darby Allin, and Tetsuya Naito taking on Minoru Suzuki, Chris Jericho, and Sammy Guevara. Man. This is gonna be fun, bro. This is gonna be a fun match, man.
For it. I'm telling you, I'm really here for this match.
Yeah. I kind of wish it was a 4-on-4 because, man, I would have liked Shingo to be back on the team because last year when it was Shingo with Sting and Darby, that was a fun ass. They had great chemistry. Yeah, I'm a little mad Shingo ain't on the card, but this gonna be a fun one, man. Suzuki and Jericho, bro. I feel like this is gonna be similar to that matchup they just had with AR Fox and Action Andretti and what do you call it, where Guevara and Darby gonna do like the more current style of wrestling, but then you're gonna get that strong style with Naito and Suzuki, and then you're gonna get that classic American pro wrestling style with Sting and Dustin. Man, it's gonna be just like a nice little
bit of everything in one wrestling.
Everything in that one. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice one, man. The Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club.
It's crazy with all these names. I'm not excited for this match.
I'm not either, bro. This too many, bro. It's too many. And it's like, what? We already have a 3-on-3 matchup on the card. No, we got 3-on-3 and a Fatal 4. It ain't too bad as far as like these multi-man. But man, a 5-on-5. It's just gonna be chaotic. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun. But it's gonna be chaotic. And honestly,
I like multi-man matches and certain chaos, but
they literally just did this the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's like how y'all repeating multi-man tag team matches? Like,
and you did this the last pay-per-view. It makes it look like, especially when you guys, especially for them who are constantly under criticism more than anybody, the Elite and Blackpool, in specific, John Moxley, are constantly under criticism for these type of matchups, and they constantly do them. Like, you gotta switch it up at this point. You remind us that you could actually do a regular wrestling match, because it seems all your matchups are these old school throwbacks to the Shield. Like, can Moxley have a exciting matchup on his own without relying on props and
at this point in the Elite, they starting to get sucked in that hole. Like, y'all, all their matches lately have been go
in your room. It's not gonna do them any favor. I mean, I don't know, maybe to that audience, but I'm starting to see there's like a little bit of I don't know, some people starting to not really. It's not as hot as it used to be. I'll leave it at that. Orange Cassidy taking on Daniel Garcia versus Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shibata. I liked when you said too about Zack Sabre Jr. versus Daniel Garcia. I would definitely like to see that matchup.
Bro, that's a money match.
That's a good one.
That's a money match.
It's so good to see Shibata back wrestling, doing his thing, man. I personally want Shibata to win this matchup. I know he already got a title, so there's probably not a chance that they're going to put him or Zack Sabre Jr. with 2 titles. I don't know why.
I say Garcia going to win. He's the only one in this match without title.
I see Garcia being the fall guy. Because the other 2 are champions, so the logical booking seems like it's going to stick with Orange Cassidy, but I would prefer Shibata. But then again, with Shibata's, you don't know, kind of like an Adam Cole situation. He's back wrestling, but it's like pretty early back. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like.
I just thought about. I'm giving a lot of AEW wins too. New Japan got to win something.
Oh, you know what? That is the other. Well, no, they got New Japan people on both sides in that one. So that's one of those ones. Yeah,
they got to win something.
I could see them winning maybe the Sting Darby Naito. Nah, I don't see that. I know a match they're definitely gonna win. They're gonna win the Jungle Boy Jack Perry versus Sonata match.
Okay, there you go. They world champion
They're
definitely
gonna
winning.
definitely win that one.
The world champion
100%.
definitely winning, 100%.
And I ain't gonna hold you. You know what? I think while they're losing most of the matchups, I think they're gonna come out strong on the 3 most important matchups to them.
What?
I think they take the Jungle Boy matchup, obviously. But I think Okada beats Bryan Danielson. That's New Japan's. That's their guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the person they want to shove down our throat more than anybody, bro. It don't matter what happens all throughout the year. Every time we get to Wrestle Kingdom, he wins. Every time there's a major big thing, he wins. I'm surprised he lost at Forbidden Door last year. That was a big shock to me. He actually lost last year at Forbidden Door. So he damn sure ain't losing twice.
Brian, oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro. But Brian Danielson
cracked with the Rainmaker, bro.
The most best perfect. Yo,
Bryan Danielson, Harley. Bryan Danielson is definitely top 3, if not the very best alive pro wrestlers.
Pro wrestler, period.
I ain't say a brand, just pro wrestlers, period.
Yeah, period. I'm not talking about brand like you said. Right. I'm talking about you signed up to be a pro wrestler. That man is god tier.
But they're not presenting him as such on AEW for the longest. I mean, now that the match has been announced, now they're saying, oh, he's the best wrestler and whatnot. But he really hasn't been presented as such. He lost to Hangman. He's lost to Daniel Garcia even. He's took a lot of L's on AEW. You know what I'm saying? To where if he is going to lose, it's going to be right now before he really catch back up fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's at a point right now where he could lose because he's not the hottest thing right now. Like, you could argue he's like second in command to Mox in some ways in the Blackpool. Like, it really goes back and forth between who's like the leader, like who's really presented as the leader of the group and whatnot. With the Forbidden Door, he's been getting treated more like the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't always like that until this Okada thing. Once the Okada, now it's like, oh, we got to remind you who he is. But it's been off word of mouth as opposed to what he's doing in the ring in AEW. You know what I'm saying? He's been putting a lot of people over, and I feel like he's going to do that for Okada. Which is cool because I feel like that's just going to lead to him later down the road pulling up at a Wrestle Kingdom or some shit like that, and leading to him like becoming a New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is something missing from his resume. You know, main event. They said actually that's going to be the main event, so I'm kind of curious. We're in Canada. I really think Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay need to be the main event because as great as Bryan Danielson is, it takes 2, and I don't think Okada. We've seen him have these great matchups with all these people from Omega to Ibushi, Naito, whatnot, but I don't think Okada, I think he's the weak man out of the 4. Not even I think, I know he is. Like, is he better than Bryan Danielson? Not even, no.
No. Say what you was about to say. Hell no. No, I'll say it for you. Because that's how I feel. Hell no. If we do a best overall professional, no, bro.
Yeah.
I'm low key. It's not that extreme. It's not to that extreme. But for me personally, it's not that far in my head. Like the Jungle Boy and Sendata shouldn't happen. I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson could have fought. Yo, respectfully, this sounds crazy, but I would have preferred Danielson versus Sendata.
I would have preferred Zack Sabre Jr. versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh my gosh! I forgot. That would have
definitely been better.
I forgot. You're right. Scratch everything I said. That would have been a room.
Or if we couldn't get that, if we could have at least got Kenta versus Bryan Danielson, since Kenta don't like CM Punk. Brian Danielson also took from Kenta. It's crazy. Everybody took from Kenta and got like further ahead than Kenta. Like, can someone reestablish Kenta? He got that injury bug and it really hurt him.
If
back
you
when
would
he
have
was
faced
in
Kenta
WWE.
though, I still see Brian Danielson smoking Kenta. He got to smoke him.
They got to. I mean, it'd be great to reestablish Kenta if someone did him a favor and gave him a huge victory, though.
Not Danielson. Find somebody else.
Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. This got to go on last because they are going to do literally everything, and you know this matchup is going to be 30 to 45 minutes. You know it.
Yeah, and they're gonna
everything, son.
They're gonna kill each other, bro.
You know why this isn't going to go on last? I just realized this ain't going to go on last because Will Ospreay's winning.
Bars.
He got to, because I mean,
bars. There's no way. Yeah, you're right. Bars. Nah.
What would be smart?
This can't go on last.
I can't front. What would be smart, but it's just done so frequently on AEW as if it went to a draw. But we just had a draw 2 weeks ago, so it's like, nah.
Nope, I don't want to say it because that means a part 2. I'm sorry. No.
Well, this needs to be a trilogy because this is part 2.
Oh my god! Why would you say that aloud?
No, it needs to be a
part 2. You talking about? I thought you were talking about.
Kingdom.
I thought you were talking about Okada and Bryan. I thought you were talking about Okada and Bryan. Yeah. Okay, yes, okay, my fault.
The third one at Wembley is really what needs to be Will Ospreay get his huge victory. You know what I'm saying? You lost at your WrestleMania last year to Kenny Omega. So you can't go down 2-0. Otherwise, what's the point of a trilogy? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But damn, if you win now and then you go to a third, what you gonna do? You gonna lose the Omega in your hometown? So what? Y'all gonna switch it up? Y'all gonna switch it up? He losing his hometown?
No. Say something you don't know. Say something you don't want to say. He beats Omega twice.
Well, I don't care about him being Omega twice.
But why you didn't add that? That's an option for the trilogy. 1-1 going into the third. I'm beating you at my hometown.
That'd be extra nasty. If I beat you in your hometown, then we run it back in my. Yo, but that will really put Ospreay
over
to that. Yeah, that will really. And New Japan doesn't have that since Omega left. They've had Ospreay and Jay White try to fill that spot, but it never felt like they really filled it.
Yeah,
that would solidify it. And now that Jay White left, they really need that for Ospreay. The crazy part is
Ospreay just signed the AEW too.
I was just about to say the crazy part is Ospreay's contract is up in like a year with New Japan. And he talked about he gonna weigh his options, so he could go anywhere. He already said, like, I'm not guaranteed to stay with New Japan. So it's like, man, if they did all this work just for him to leave immediately right after, that'd be tough. And if he went to WWE after that'd be nasty. But if I doubt he would go. If he wins both, there's very little chance he'd go to WWE. They'd be like, oh fuck it, they did right by him. You know?
Yeah, why would you take that chance to go to WWE?
Yeah, I know that's gonna be match of the night though. Ospreay and Omega in Canada. Omega's about to wild out, bro. Omega about to go crazy.
Or maybe can he win again?
Nah, he got the Don Callis, Takashita, all that shit. You know what I would love to see? And this would be the only thing that would make me want. Now, I would still rather see Ospreay versus Omega. Ospreay was the first person announced for All In, even over AEW talent, which is hilarious. But Ibushi come in, and we think instead of helping Omega, he actually comes and helps Ospreay. That would be crazy. Setting up like a Ibushi versus Omega match. Because those two, they have some crazy ass matches as well, bro. But Either one, man. Forbidden Door about to be fire. I can't wait. This is gonna be a long ass pay-per-view. So I'm definitely about to roll like 2-3 blunts for this one because this shit going.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a long ass pay-per-view, bro.
This is gonna be forever. About to have a big dinner.
Since I'm watching wrestling, I'm probably gonna be excluded from the I'm not even gonna go there, man. Inside joke, man. Frost knows what I'm talking about. You guys, yo, man. I thank y'all for tuning in to 5-Star Pod Splash. Frost,
You don't fuck with me no more.
Where you could.
Yo, you was closing out your show. Yo, do your job. There you go,
bro. Yeah, man. I was up till 1 o'clock yesterday watching the Spider-Verse. Started, I'm like, bro, it's like a 2.5 hour movie. You sure you want to start? Run it.
Run it.
Yeah. All right, man. Yo, man. Fresh and Frost TV, man. Y'all know where to find them, but if y'all don't, Frost, let them know, bro.
You can find me on Fresh and Frost TV on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You can find me on Fresh and Frost Gaming on Facebook. Oh, also Fresh and Frost TV on kick.com. And I know I'm somewhere else. I'm in a lot of places. Look up Fresh and Frost TV, Sir Frost, all of that good stuff. All that relax and all that.
Oh, I gotta show you how to do that kick thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on that.
I don't know how to, I mean, you probably got a better internet, so it'll work better for you with the video games. I can't do it with video games on my end personally, because when I do that screen share on StreamYard, that should be a motherfucker, bro. But yo, man, if you guys are tuning in on YouTube, make sure to hit that follow button, man. Big shout out to StreamYard, because I know I got my YouTube set up on there. That's probably why I got like 10 or so people up in here. Fucking y'all can find me on Facebook. You got to search on Facebook. I don't have like a direct handle. Search The Whole Effing Show. You should be able to find me on there. Twitch, YouTube, and Kick at The Whole Effing Show. Just put that at the very end. Kick.com, The Whole Effing Show. Twitch.tv, The Whole Effing Show. And Facebook.com. You have to put the @ symbol on Facebook at The Whole Effing Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to hit those follow buttons. Make sure to follow Fresh and Frost TV. Big shout out to Big Brooklyn Joe for stopping by earlier, man. Big shout out to my boy Ari Starks, Smarks and Starks, Get Your Bars Off podcast. Everybody else from the Get Your Bars Off podcast, even though they weren't up on here, Sue, Gino, Jared. Thank you guys all again for tuning in. You guys make sure to check out Forbidden Door. I believe it is $49.99 on BleacherReport.com. Support professional wrestling. Support AEW. I'm up out here till next time, you guys. Peace out.
And he about to do it for free. Crazy he said that ending. And he ain't paying for none of that.
I'll plead the fifth.
Effort, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.